Why, hello, everybody. Welcome to the Discovery Team, where we discover who's gonna miss a session. Today, the answer is Eric. Last week, the answer was John. How's it going, everyone?
It's going.
Thing is awesome.
Nice.
About as smooth as a cornfield in Indiana.
In Indiana, where the internet roams free and just keeps going away from where it's supposed to be.
Yes.
Buzz, holy.
Let's ascend some veils,
That's
guys.
how we grow our corn. It just absorbs all the internet.
The radiation.
The
The
5G.
4G.
Got one upped already.
G
Oh,
stands
man.
for grain.
Each corn has 5 to 4 grain in it.
Depending on your service provider.
True. Very true. Guys, it's been a rough day for me. I'm not gonna lie. I slept for like 3 hours, did the full day of work. One guy didn't show up at work, so it came up to me to fulfill his obligations as well. So I'm a little tired, a little out of it, but we're gonna have fun once we get into it. So, why have any pleasantries at all when we can just jump straight into the game at 6 p.m. CST? John, give us the fucking recap.
Okay, John. Very simple. Last time on the city-states of Klovisa, :/backspace, the God Ward, the Lamau team, we talked with Lady Grasilia about the Civil War in Ugavest, where we were planning to go next. Where, let's see, what is his name? The Archon and this mysterious white maiden of the military faction seem to be butting heads, fighting each other. That's really all we know about it. Seems like not a lot of people go to Ugavest. Weird, you know, kind of out in nowhere, kind of assholes. No one wants to talk to them. After that, Zane, who's recently entered our party, decided to go back home and get the closure that his family was absolutely dead and completely wiped off the face of the earth, to learn pleasantly they weren't, and were actually doing pretty good since he disappeared.
Oh, good.
What
They recovered.
else do I got here? I have Nav decided to make a nice little care package for the Tyrant. Thought he was stressed out. He got him some soaps, a nice little meal. Was gonna go give it to him when suddenly, just Meza just Will Smith the shit out of him in front of the court and everything. We don't really know what happened, just that she smacked the daylight out of him. And we end off the session with Vunt and Nav talking about how they whipped with Evithil a little differently, but you know, Vunt just had to give him that little, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know. He was bragging. He was like, hey, yeah, look at what I did.
Runt is not a gentleman, as we all know, because a gentleman never kisses and tells. So, we are going to move forward another day, because John doesn't really remember what Yugu was doing these past 4 days. So, John, why don't you tell us what Yugu's been doing these past 4 days, as it becomes the 4th of Fall's Harvest?
I think the majority of it, I'm pretty sure during this time, the Ozarks all disappear, right? Or a lot of them?
Oh, yeah. Oh, you watched this Monday session, didn't you?
Did I? I guess I did. When I was watching VOD, I was like, oh look, more VODs, and I think I watched all of them.
Wow.
That's a lot of buds.
He's making up for
Well,
lost time. Holy
yeah.
shit.
I'm a YouTube
Yeah.
addict. I am the guy who clicks the recommended, by the way. So
Same.
YouTube
Would you like-
algorithm, you got me.
Would you like me to explain what happened rather than you ask questions and then everyone else be like, what the fuck?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, on the 3rd day of October/Fall's Harvest, the Ozark Simulacrum's Tyrant's bodyguard, all left the court. And they literally left a note that just says, "We'll be back." And then left without explaining damn near anything. Currently, Lady Grasilia is holding down the fort. along with 3 Ozark Simulacrum, 1 dedicated to Jerome, 1 milling about the yard, and another one I'm forgetting where. I think he's dealing with the other political prisoner you guys have, but don't really know about. Yeah, the court's kind of empty, and we don't really talk about preparations for, like, upcoming holidays that much. John sort of just springs them on you, much like how real-life holidays just sort of get triggered in real life. I didn't even know fucking this Sunday was Easter Sunday, guys, until literally
Dear God, it is.
somebody
I
asked
saw
me,
some
like, hey, are
memes.
you guys going to be open tomorrow? I'm like, what do you mean? They're like, well, it's Good Friday. And I'm like, oh. Well, I'm doing that to you all now, because on the 16th of October is Hunter Appreciation Day. It has a bunch of other names, but basically it's a big city-wide festival where during the day it's like a kids' carnival, like, you know, meet people who are kind of dressed up as hunters, or meet hunters and huntresses. You know, shake hand, meet your heroes, basically. But when night comes down, like, people start dressing up as spirit beasts and, like, these wild fucking costumes, go out into the streets to party hardy, rave, and just go fucking wild. As, like, a big celebration of the enemies that the hunters are destroying as well. It's a very cathartic holiday for a lot of people. And this one is gonna be a banger because Toast has, like, 1.5 times as many people as it had, like, the year before. Or the year before. So, everyone is kind of getting hyped, and the city is, like, battening down the hatches for the chaos that will come after. So no one really misses a tyrant, except, like, all of the local police departments, who are like, hey, how can we organize this a little bit better? And he's just gone. It's like, figure it out. So Yugu, these past 4 days, what have you been up to?
I definitely, as always, I want to spend time with my lawyer. Like, look, the Ozarks, I just learned recently they kept someone trapped as, like, I don't know, an experiment for months. All they did was study spells. Like, I think we have a good thing here. I need to go talk to him. What was the guy's name again?
I
want to
have
spend
under
time
my
doing
notes
that.
this, Zane. He just kind of showed up in our, like, complaints registry. It was, we like his deposition.
Yeah, it's perfect, I think. And I honestly, I think I could
It could
get
make
him
or break
as, like,
the case. It may push
like
it
a
over.
live witness. I don't know if anyone else would show up. Like that horse guy, he's kind of finicky. And the one prince,
Yeah.
I don't know, he's busy. But this character, a live witness, I think it's perfect.
It could very well be. Do you want us to make contact with him through legal channels, or do you want to do that on your own?
You know, I can talk to people and ask them stuff, but I don't know this legality. Maybe you should
We'll send him a
letter?
letter. Maybe,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know,
yeah, yeah.
if he doesn't respond, we'll send him a strongly worded letter.
And when I learned that the
You may be
Time and
entitled to
everyone.
financial compensation.
call this number now. When the Ozarks are gone, I want to try and sneak in somewhere, anywhere. I want to snoop through his stuff.
Which one? There's so many Ozarks, bro. You don't even know if they sleep.
I actually don't. I don't even know if they actually left. They could be invisible. Spider Ozark could be spying on me on the ceiling
Spider
right now.
Ozark is spying on Jerome right next to him.
Oh, that's right.
He has
he's
no
busy.
time to spy on you.
True.
I don't know how much time I have. I just know that the Ozarks are gone, and I need this moment. Whatever journals, I guess notes. I just want to go through their rooms like a snooping kid.
Give me
Like,
an investigation check as you try to find if they have rooms.
You sure their rooms are just in the walls?
They are the walls. Oh,
They-
I am so good at rolling 20s.
unironically, Yugu, you try to find where you last saw an Ozark simulacrum. You figured out from Igor, the Alventori now, who's kind of replaced Nav as the new 4 red-eyed bug dude, was chasing an Ozark named Cool Ozark through the hallways. Cool Ozark, you just happened to be there when you watched him, quite literally, wave his hand in front of a wall. The wall cracked open, like double door style. He stepped through it, and then they shut right behind him.
Oh.
Ozarks have secret passages in the Tyrant's Court, Yugu, and you have discovered this.
Oh, I know. This is the illusion thing. I'm gonna go put my hands against the wall. Yeah, this is fake. I'll go right through. Come on.
Yugu runs, or not Yugu. Yugu, you turn and look at Igor, who's like, "Where do you go?" Just attacks you. Like, "You're not fooling me, Ozark!" As he just, like, pummels you in a fit of violence. You don't take damage, HP-wise, but you do, you get injured by this guy who literally, like, puts you in, like, a headlock. And, you know, you don't want to share this information with this violent piece of shit.
No.
So everything stays canon. As Igor apologizes, realizing his mistake, and asks you where Ozark is.
He flew away. Yeah.
Fuck!
See them all the time flying.
He
I think
owes me
went-
gold! As he fucking runs off.
Yeah.
Okay. Now that we have solved the time paradox, if you were to tell Igor this, and I'd have to rewind 13 days on the raid team, you go to the double doors. They are not illusions. They seem to be like mechanisms.
Oh. Do I see like a keyhole? I know we have the skeleton key. I'm looking for.
You do not see a
Anyway?
keyhole, no. But you do find just the tiniest hint, like within the wood paneling, of just like a black line rather than like a groove or like a paste that would, you know, cover this thing up. This is clearly the indentation that would open wide.
Well, I probably shouldn't try and go in right where I saw him go in. So I'm gonna run down a few halls, and I'm gonna look, I guess, kind of stupid for any students, royal members walking through the court. I'm gonna be like walking around the floor, like, okay, oh, there's a little black line. Come on, open up. How the fuck do I pull it? Push it? Alakazam! Open!
Yeah.
Open Sesame.
You are walking through the halls doing this. And eventually, you're gonna run into your team. But let's see who else you run, or you might run into. As John opens up. He's gonna play the folder game with himself. Hang on, guys.
Gotta check
How?
Wait, take a
four
while.
folders deep. See who's
I
who.
just went four folders out, so I can go.
Hey.
Characters. God, who haven't we seen in Tolst? We know Ozark, we know Mori, we know where Mori is. He's hanging out in the library with a weird old crazy lady.
Who's
Arvo's a
Mori?
carcass, Irithil's doing something, Celeste is on the sky, prowl, I guess. Tristan's nearby, but he's kind of a dick. Shade, Reaper, H, Lady Grazilia.
I don't think we've met Reaper.
I was gonna say that is also a
We
name
haven't
I-
met Reaper.
Could I?
That's a name I would remember. We
Yeah.
have
Could I
not
just request
met.
that I bump into H? I love H. H is
Yeah,
so
you can
good.
request for H.
We had a whole H episode yesterday. Or
Um,
not yesterday,
Well,
but
now he
last
gets to
night.
catch up
No.
on H, okay? You are looking around, basically crawling on hands and knees, and you bump into a meaty leg of a chunky boy dressed in a chef's regalia. He is like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. Are you right?"
Yeah. No, I am the one who apologizes. I'm sorry. I did not. I'm looking. I saw a Ozark. He went right through the wall. You see
Oh.
that before?
Yeah, I'm not allowed into the back ways or the back halls, but yeah, he goes in there sometimes.
Oh, do you know? I need to find him. Do you know how to open them?
Ooh. He, like, looks at you awkwardly. Um, I don't know how, except by force,
Oh, well,
but...
it's fine. I'll explain. Can you help? Yeah, you take that side. I'll take this side.
No,
We'll open
no,
it.
I'm not gonna do that. Yugu, you shouldn't break into the back hallways. They're heavily guarded.
By the Ozarks are gone. Yeah, by who?
Magical traps.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah. Okay.
Ever since Jerome came here and discovered them
Oh,
within, like, the first
fucking-
30 seconds of just walking in, he's been upping security.
Oh, you are absolutely right. I need to go find Jerome. This would have been way easier if I just had him in the first place. Thank you, H. I'll come by for dinner later, yeah? Bye.
Okay, be safe. He waves you goodbye with his sausage fingers. As you run into the rest of your team, who are chatting or doing something. Team! Yugu is running from the cafeteria, which you were heading towards. You haven't seen Yugu in days, guys. Be a little bit more fucking excited.
Oh,
apparently
I-
have a,
Yoo-hoo.
Ah,
I
yes, it's the
apparently have a
coward.
strongly worded letter now.
Hi, Yugu. What you been up to, bud? What you doing? Why you running?
Oh, this is perfect. Wait, yeah, Zane, did you... my lawyers got in contact with you, yeah?
Not yet. They're still having to rough draft it. But tomorrow you will get a letter.
You have lawyers?
I'm not good with the legal stuff. Just know you're gonna get a letter. Agree to everything. Yeah, I did not say this, but agree to everything. Come talk to us. It'll be perfect, yeah? And can you
Why
guys...
am I getting a letter from your lawyers?
I told you, I can't tell you. Just agree to everything, though, yeah?
That sounds sketchy.
No, it's
Yeah,
I'm
like...
getting a
you
letter.
Oh.
I mean, I know what it's about, but I still think that sounds sketchy.
What is this about?
Well, I can't tell you because it's under his lawyers.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Just read the letter and agree, yeah? It's good.
To read the letter, will I find out what the hell you guys are talking about?
Of
Yeah.
course. That's why you're getting letter.
Probably not.
But yeah, I was a little bit. But could you guys? I saw. Okay. Shh. Secret between just us. I'm gonna like make sure everyone, like, fucking huddle, get together. Okay. I saw Ozaki open secret doorway through like the hallways of the court, and I think we could get into them, right? And find like all his cool stuff he is hiding from us. So you guys, you come with me. We'll go open up one of them, yeah?
I would love to do that.
Didn't we have plans to go speak with the greater chemical, though?
We can
Oh.
do that as soon as we don't die to magical traps.
Oh, yeah, I forget that. I talked to H. He says there's a lot of them. We should have done this sooner. Now that Jerome is here, he figured this out already. So they put up some extra beefy security, yeah?
I think I will be fine.
Before that, could I like visit the kitchen? I was hoping to make a drink real quick, and start fermenting it.
Why?
Ah.
I wanted to ferment a drink using ginger, tea leaves, and water, a bunch
Okay,
of other
but why?
stuff.
Yeah, what does that mean?
That'd be cool.
You thought it would be cool.
Yeah.
This party
And
is
then,
pure
like-
chaos.
Well,
Well, I can't argue with
I
that.
I can run and get it, and then I'll go meet back up with you in like a few seconds.
no, yeah, let's.
I mean,
I'm
like-
sorry, Zane, Runt, but I kind of. You know, Mirth is big. You guys are not. Yeah.
I'm
not strong.
small.
But you're big.
I
and
could
that has
also-
to do something.
I can make him smaller. I mean,
I don't want him smaller. I want him bigger.
Oh, I can do that too, actually. I can make him as big as you need.
Okay,
Kind
yeah. We'll find a doorway and you make him very big, and then we'll open it up. No problem.
I'm gonna go to the kitchen real quick.
Okay, go get your weird ferment.
Yeah.
John, real quickly before I forget, I believe we said I could roll new port and die at the beginning of this session.
I didn't say that. Yeah, I know
we
you
agreed
said
on that
that.
last session.
No, it hasn't been a long rest.
I was gonna
So-
say yeah.
It's, it's every long rest.
Yeah. When was the last time you got one?
Probably
when
when
I-
you met us, right?
So on the first.
Like when they were on Randy or whatever his name is, the temple.
Yeah, and actually, it might have been a week. It should be getting pretty close.
But we haven't done a long rest yet.
Yeah, you haven't done a long rest. You need to wait 3 more days, and then you can. Unironically. I found where you are. It literally says Draco returns on my notes. So, it's been 4 days. If you haven't used them in 3 days, you can long rest away.
Okie
Okay.
dokie.
I love calendars, guys. They're so fucking cool. Okay.
Nerd.
Fuck you. You guys watch as Mirth sprints away to grab a thermos to look mysterious and cool.
No, I have a brewer's kit, so I have like a
Oh, okay. A thermos.
jug or something. Yeah, like a
He's got a
jug,
moonshine jug.
Just a thermos.
jug, small jug.
So you're gonna fill it with water and just shove like garlic clover in, or
No, ginger mashed up, berries, honey, and tea leaves.
what kind of tea leaves? Like passion
Any
fruit,
kind is fine.
green, black,
Probably. Passion fruit,
white.
probably.
Do you want some white for extra caffeine?
Probably not.
Oh, okay.
Knowing our team.
Actually,
Okay.
yeah, Vaughn, did you ever kick your cocaine addiction?
I don't know, John.
You are addicted to lightning magic now, Ron.
True. I am addicted to lightning magic. I just want to zap everything.
True. Okay, Mirth goes to do this. It does not take 6 seconds, but Yugu and Runt and Zane, in the meantime, can go look for a door where Mirth can catch up at in, like, 4 minutes or something? I don't know how long this shit takes. H is like, what do you want? And blah, blah, blah dialogue. Yeah.
Yeah, let's go find the hidden temple with Indiana Jones.
Okay.
He's doing Simslish.
I need Yugu. Have things changed dramatically enough. You know they exist. Now you need to go and find one, or go to the one you do know exists. So, what do you want to do? Are you trying to get, like, a different entrance here, or are you just, like, going where you saw
Yeah.
Ozark go to?
I know the one is there, but in my head it's too scary to just go in where I saw Ozark go in. It might not matter. I might just bump into that Ozark anyway, the cool Ozark.
Mm-hmm.
But at least this way, maybe I'll just, go in on like the other side. I don't know how it works in the back tunnels, but he might be going away from us and we'll be really safe.
Yeah, you
safe
don't know
fish.
how it works. That's the key thing that you just said. Make me another investigation check and just roll, I guess, another natural 20. You're gonna have
Oh, yeah.
assistance.
No
I will
problem.
give him assistance.
Oh, I will
You don't
roll
want to
it
make your own
advantage.
run?
I mean, I can.
I'm just
I
gonna
guess I
roll.
will.
Okay.
I'll
Oh,
make my own.
No.
That was the one we
Sane.
needed.
Bad.
This is what happens, guys. When you say, I'm just gonna do something, and then you roll natural 20 when John didn't ask you to roll.
Wasted
I'm
it.
here, I'm helping.
Do you feel sad as I ignore this natural 20?
Nah.
Okay, cool. Good, we're gonna
Base.
move on then. That's a base Chad, Sigma male, red pill, black pill, chair man. I don't know.
CEO.
Yeah. What's the Christopher Bale? Christian Bale? Is that your party? Okay,
Maybe?
never mind. That was a lot of references to a lot of things I only know, like, offhand.
Yeah, vaguely offhand.
Clearly showing John's boomerness.
I'm a boomer. You guys search high and low for the next crack in the walls. There must be one. But Runt, looking out for... I mean, you just see wood paneling, and you're like, what the fuck? And you're, like, running your hands up. You don't feel anything. It's... Yugu, you saw one, but that doesn't mean you can see them all now. It's not like they're a highlighted quest objective.
They glow through the
And
walls.
unfortunately, Zane doesn't even know what he's looking at. He's out of his gourd. Guys, you cannot find a secondary entrance. But you still have the first.
Yeah,
You just don't want to go back to the place that you were at originally, Yugu?
But what if Ozark is just like waiting there for me? You know, we open
Then
the
we
door
say
and he goes,
hi.
haha.
Yeah, then we say,
Feel
haha,
like
back
you
at
wouldn't-
him.
I feel like he wouldn't just be sitting at a singular entrance when people were actively looking for him near that entrance.
Well, I mean, we can't find another one or open any of them. I think if I wanted to just, you know, ignore someone, I would do just this. You know, open a door I know cannot be reopened and close it and just sit there. Like, okay, bye.
Do we even have a means of opening these doors?
Yeah.
Maybe
When
we're gonna
Mirth
brute
comes
force
back with his water thing, I'm sure he'll open it up, no problem. I talked to
mean-
H. He said you can brute force them.
Did you watch Ozark open it? Like, did you see if he did like a spell or if he said a magic word or something?
He was being chased by some angry man yelling about gold and him being owed, and he like beat the fuck out of me, honestly, just for being there. I don't know, but that's when I saw the Ozark go through the wall. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And you just saw the wall open up for him and that was it?
He did a little bit of something, but I tried the open sesame. I pushed on it. I pulled on it. Like, I don't know what else to do. I could sing it a good song, maybe. I didn't hear Ozark do that, but I could try.
I mean, I have a few thief tricks I could figure out once I know where it is.
Okay, yeah.
Finding it is a difficult part.
We go back and just trying to open it is the most important part now. We can find the others later, I think.
Yeah.
Okay. You go to the one you know, then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Runt, you are presented with a wall. And it takes Yugu literally like sticking a nail, one of his lizard reptilian claws, within the groove to like truly show it to you. Like, even Yugu gets lost on the right panel. But you guys find it. And you, my friend, are staring at a very secure door. What are you going to do? How are you going to interact with this literal wall that John has presented you?
I guess I'm gonna like test its dimensions first to see exactly like, okay, where does this door like encompass? Like, where does it start being a door and where does it start being a wall? And from there he's gonna kind of determine like, okay, like from there, is this like a singular door or is this like a set of double doors? When he tries to find it, because that's gonna determine like how we're gonna be able to open it. Because if it's double doors, like each person can like kind of find one edge and then pull. But if it's just one door, we can have everyone kind of like stack up on that one door. So determining what type of door this is first is what he wants to do.
Well, it's a double door. Each panel is about 2 feet wide before it like becomes wall. As you said, no checks are required for this. You can like literally use a tool and like measure out like the outer edges and where it, like, opens up. You don't find any locking mechanisms, such as, like, a keyhole or a, like, metal latch within it holding it. You don't even, like, feel the lock itself. This is clearly some sort of magical thing. Blends in damn near perfectly. Like, if you legitimately did not see Ozark walk in, you would have, like, passed this perfectly. It just would not have noticed at all in the first place. It's as tall as Ozark is, so it's like 5'8", 6-ish, around there, in terms of height, and it, like, goes straight down to the floor.
Okay. Realizing that it's magic, he's going to take a step back from it and take a piece of chalk and just kind of mark, like, so everyone else can, like, clearly see, okay, here's where the double doors are. And then he's going to back up and try and get a wider view. What does the floor look like in front of this double door? Like, is there a carpet? Is it, like, pure stone?
It would be decorated marble.
Okay.
It's nice.
Does there appear to be any spots where there might be a mechanism hidden on the floor or
Ozark
around?
is the Lich of Wizardry. He would not rely on a mechanism if he could rely on magic.
Okay. I was thinking that too, but if, like, he wanted other people to be able to use this, like, people who didn't have access to magic, would there be a non-magical means? But
Who doesn't
Probably
have
he
access
doesn't.
to magic?
Well,
Even a fighter's magical.
I mean, if it's like higher level magic, right? Then
True.
like a monk or a rogue may not have access to higher levels of magic to be able to
Mhm.
use
Ooh,
stuff.
what if it's like a command word, like open sesame?
Yeah. I guess I'm going to try to test to the strength, just like, you know, like when you just are testing something, you're not fully committing to pulling it just to see how much give it'll give you.
Mm-hmm.
That's what he's gonna try, and he's gonna be like, okay, Yugu, you get this side, I'm gonna get this side, we're just gonna tug it and see what happens.
Well, it's not like there's a
yeah.
handhold. You're, like, using the
In a
base
nail.
tips of your
Yeah.
fingers, or if you have, like, a hooked claw, you could, like, get it in there definitely and try to pull. So Yugu can definitely pull. He literally has natural weapons that are, I
Uh,
think, called claws. You can get a tool in there. Does anyone have, like, a
I
crowbar?
was about to say, who has a
Oh,
crowbar?
I don't.
Oh, I do actually. I have a crowbar now.
Okay, so you bust out the crowbar and start trying to unpanel the walls. I want you to know this is kind of obvious, but the court is mostly empty. So,
I'll look to Zane and be like, okay, Zane, I want you to be our lookout, and if anyone's like clearly coming, just intercept them and be as loud as you can to distract them. You think you can do that for me, bud?
Zane, you're looking at your new teammate who just showed up. Well, no, you know Runt. He's trying to break into Ozark's tunnel. How does this sit with you?
Are you really sure we want to do this?
I'm sure that I want to do this. Should we be doing it? That's up for debate, but I definitely want to. Nothing
What is it you
ventured,
were
nothing
asking me
gained.
of? What is it you were asking of me again? Because I was too busy contemplating my life choices.
All you have to do is stand there and look pretty, and if someone comes by, distract them. And be really loud about it. That's it. That's all you gotta do. And you can turn away and have plausible deniability, because you won't be watching.
If it wasn't clear, Mirth, you are in this as well. I don't know.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, because we would have been waiting for you.
So you're
Uh,
chalking out the wall.
Stands guard, I guess.
So are we just push on it or use a spell on it?
I've got this crowbar, and as you can see, it's clearly like lined.
Do we? I could make another crowbar, yeah, and then both of you can go
Magically,
pulling.
a crowbar.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna push with this one. You need to get under there and pull with that one. I don't think having 2 crowbars would help in this case.
How
But-
about one of you uses a first level spell or something, or a cantrip on the door and see if that opens it?
Okay. Run's gonna just walk up to the door and he's gonna zap it with Shocking Grasp.
Okay. Your electrical hand taser hits the wood paneling, sparks out, effectively doing nothing. This door does not have that kind of hit point bar. If that's what you're looking for.
No, he just wanted to see if it would do anything. Just like, oh, no. You know, literally throwing spaghetti at the wall, minus the spaghetti.
Hang on, time out. Who is that an actual saying? Throwing spaghetti
Yeah.
at the wall?
Yeah, throwing the spaghetti at the wall
Yeah.
and see if it sticks.
I know that saying, but not with spaghetti.
Spaghetti is the kid-friendly version.
Yeah, I understand now.
Yeah, I'm gonna touch the wall and try to spin a key point to like infuse it to the wall, like I did for Randy.
This is not a arcane intelligence. You don't need to spend the key point. It does not have a receptacle to absorb magic.
Okay, it was worth a shot. All right, let's just push that then.
Yeah, give
That was
me
the plan.
either one guy can do a strength check at advantage because they have a crowbar and assistance, but
I think it would not be me. Because I have a +0 to strength.
I am a little bit above you. I think Mirth, maybe.
Meredith's probably.
No.
I might be Nav, but he's, you know.
No, he got his
Catatonic.
strength reduced. No, I'm pretty sure he's weak. I'm pretty sure he's weak. Fuck, am I really the strongest?
Fuck it.
I
mean,
think
Yeah.
you guys do not have a strength character in your group. Nav has 12 strength.
Oh.
Yugu has 13, making him the
Yeah.
strongest.
Alright, Lizard Man.
Yeah.
Show us the same fervor as when you tried to eat the box.
Just roll a
Is this
natural
just,
20.
Yeah,
just a strength check or
Roll a 20, bitch.
athletics. Or
It's not athletics, it'd be pure strength, yeah.
just strength. Okay. I'm so good at rolling 20s.
Oh!
A natural?
30,
Oh!
Oh, I got
20?
30, 20.
It's for some reason I have jack of all trades because I'm not proficient. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Let us look at our difficulty charts.
That succeeds. Unless it's like the hardest of the hard, which, you know, it's totally possible.
Well, yeah.
So the difficulty checks go in very easy is a 5 DC. An easy one is 10, moderate is 15, hard is 20, very hard is 25, and 30 is nearly impossible.
I feel like this is a very easy check, John.
I feel it's the opposite, and it's a very hard check.
No.
However, essentially what you're doing is just opening a latch. What I think you're going to do is you are going to bust it open. Because this thing was not meant for... It's not like a vault door. It's literally just like an awkward thing to pick. So if you would if you would try to pick this thing, like use a lockpick to figure out the mechanism, if there was one, it'd be nearly impossible. But you guys are just trying to remove like a hinge. And I think that is just difficult to do with your angle, in which case you would pass. So, Yugu, armed with crowbar, using Mirth behind you to like get extra leverage and like weight on an edge. At one point you'll have stand on the wall using the crowbar to pin it as you and Mirth like push into it. And you will break open the left side door here, revealing a staircase that just perfectly lateral goes up.
Oh.
Yeah. You look into the
Wow.
dark hallway and you're like, oh wow, this is really poorly lit.
And then Nav says, "No, guys, this looks fine."
Who are
Magical
my
eyes.
wizard, give me a arcane check. Or, arcanology, or...
Wizard.
Wizard.
Give us a wizard check.
Wizard.
Give me a wizard check, wizard. Arcana, that is what it is. Alright, you're good.
Would I even have had to make the check? Because I'm technically not there. I'm just.
No, I wanted
I'm
you to make a
nearby.
check.
I was told to go off to the side.
You
Okay.
know...
I
some
told you to
dice.
be a,
Join
I
us
told
and
you to
roll
be a
dice.
lookout. And you can join us now, because Ron's gonna look behind now that the door is opening. He's gonna look to where Zane is, and he's gonna waddle up to you. And he's like, tug on your robe or whatever it is you're wearing, and he's gonna be like, "All right, we did the thing. If you want to come and join us, you didn't see anyone, did you?"
No, did I see anyone?
No.
No, I did not see anyone.
All right, cool. Well, you can go first now.
Mailman.
No.
As he slaps your shoulder and casts light on you, because it's looking pretty dark in there.
Give me low.
He slaps Mirth and casts light on him instead.
Okay, Murph.
And I'll start walking up the stairs.
Wait,
Okay.
H told me there was traps.
Oh, okay.
Give me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, shit.
You walk like 5 steps up, just in a hurried pace. You've got fast movement speed. An easy 19. Let's go look at Ozark's saving throws.
Oh no.
Oh, more than 19.
A 19 is definitely not going to be high enough.
I don't think it is either. But, you know, there are weirder things in this world.
As long as he wasn't using a DC boosting item, it should be 19. Or yes, 20.
You assume he only
Implying he is not the smartest man alive.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Ah, yes, that is what I assumed. A 19 is indeed a failure.
Well, luckily, because of the deck save, I only take half damage.
Yeah, you take half... Well, you can't take damage here. What instead happens is... you're in Tulsa, baby. You can't fucking die, right?
Oh.
That's right. That means the tyrant is still in the town.
Yeah, something like that. Instead...
Sure, let's go with that.
You fall. You literally, like, take a step forward, you feel the panel give, and you're like, oh, I can easily escape this, as you try to step, you know, you use your contortionist backspring to go off, and you realize that the panel that your foot that didn't trigger, so, you know, like your left foot, if your right foot, like, took the step and you felt the mechanism go, that one just leaves as well, and you're like, what the fuck? And you just tilt sideways and just shoot down. Yugu, Runt, and Zane, I believe, heads peeking in the hallway as Mirth just vanishes, falling suddenly. Mirth, what do you cry out as you begin to just drop into a chute?
Remember me.
Mirth cries out, remember me.
Okay.
As you guys watch these
A light just vanishes.
Yeah, true. The shadows just gleam off the spinning and then still stair steps that you guys just watched Mirth fall through.
Okay. He's dead. Hopefully Ozark doesn't know about this already.
No, he can't die. He'll just be horribly maimed.
Oh, you're right.
Which,
you're
you know,
close.
is worse.
Yeah. So like I was saying, yeah, H told me there was traps. I guess, someone else should go first now.
Shit, I'll do it.
I could, if you gave me 10 minutes, I could detect magic. I don't know if that is enough.
Zane snaps his fingers as his eyes glow green as he insta-cast Detect Magic for free.
Oh, for free.
I have bad news.
Everything around us is magic.
Yeah, you light up like a Christmas tree.
You are
I
blind.
will let you rescind this back because you would know that the Tyrant's Court in itself is inlaid with magic. It has anti-scrying bullshit all over, like the forbidden spell, literally everywhere, so that people cannot scry into this place. There, Ozark made this thing a, like, wizard Hitler bunker, so that no one could just walk in or teleport in or, you know, see the crazy shit, and that will get in the way. What I need is a perception check to see through all of Ozark's wards to find the traps.
Who would you like to do that?
All of us do that, or just
No, I
one
need
person?
Zane to do that if he's
Yeah.
going to cast Detect Magic.
Okay.
Let's go, wizard. Let's go.
Fuck it,
I'm best
I'll do
at.
it raw.
Let's
No,
go.
no portent.
Oh,
Good thing I
that's,
didn't do
Ooh.
portent.
that's not a DC 21, though.
Oh.
No, it isn't.
You don't see any fucking traps, Zane. And you're looking at a dark hallway, a singular stair that just goes up into darkness, into the Lich Wizard's, like, secret hallways. If this was gonna be
Zane?
easy, everyone and their mother, including, like, this world's Harry Potter, would just be in here all the time anyway.
I just realized technically this should be at disadvantage because while I do have dark vision, it's still pitch blackness, I assume.
I mean, someone would cast light, right?
Yeah.
I've got light. I can literally just take out a random piece of chalk, cast light on it, and chuck it down there.
Yeah, you want sketches again? I loved your light up sketches.
Oh yeah, I can just do that now. As he ham bones his shoes and just
We
lights them
cut
up.
quickly to Mirth as Mirth is like illuminated in like a weird tunnel
Oh,
that
no.
he just landed in, and he like hears a skittering noise and then like a weird scream, like weird
And
ghoulish noise, and Mirth. You get to see like the image of a face slowly peer from a dim light, and then your light goes off,
Oh,
and we cut away back to the group.
we unintentionally turned this into a horror game from Earth.
Runs is just like, check out my new shoes, guys.
Just let it be light.
Wait, can Mirth see in the dark?
Oh.
Yes.
I don't
run-
find
run-
that.
He needs at least a match, and then he can see like in
Run-
grayscale.
Ron gets on his communicator. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy, old pal. How you doing down there?
Mirth. We cut quickly back to Mirth being assaulted by a fucking weird mutant spider monkey.
Fuck. Get off me.
Okay. He's
It's
doing
trying to eat
great.
your arm, Mirth.
Bad.
Just keep screeching. But it can't get through the hit point energy shield. So you wrestle with the spider monkey of hell. But it's fine, right?
Yeah.
So, guys, are we gonna keep trying to press into the Ozark tunnel? Or,
Yes.
We at least have to get Mirth out of there.
Okay. Well, you know, I can hand wave this and get us back on track if you had things you want to do, but if this is
Nope.
what our session's gonna be...
The only thing I knew that I wanted to do was go talk to the Greater Chemical, but that can wait.
Okay, I don't know.
Zane wanted to do some research on something that popped into his mind recently that Yugu mentioned.
Oh, yeah?
But
Is this where
that
Zane
can-
is like, peace out, guys?
This is dumb. I'm out.
We are in
It's up to you,
downtime. If you want to split the party, now is the, like, best time to do it.
Now is the only safe time to ever split the
Yeah.
party ever. The silence is palpable.
Zane? Hello, Zane?
His internet goes
He's
burr.
Oh
dead.
no.
Oh,
The
no.
cornfields, they're eating his internet.
I have no idea why it's so bad today.
The wind takes
Oh,
it
no.
away.
The
The
children
wind.
of the corn are eating his internet.
The wind is blowing his 5G all over the fields. I wonder if we're robots to him.
Beep 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 beep.
Beep, 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 beep,
Okay. The ping has gone down.
Mm.
Now,
Hello.
Z Zane just wanted to do some research on the thing that Yugu confused him for.
Which
Oh, my
is
Confused?
lawyer?
the
Back when Zane first joined the party, Yugu thought he was the what's it called, which Zane has no idea about.
The
Oh, the
Eulafan.
enemy.
I said he looked like
no
an
the
elf.
Eulafan.
Yeah.
He doesn't know what a Eulafan is.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you can go research that shit. No big deal, so long as your internet's there. Can you hear us?
Google works here. Don't worry.
Oh god, it's like a 20-second delay.
Uh-oh.
I wonder
Is this enough to drink?
I think so.
Last time Nav drank without me, so I'm gonna do a shot for Nav.
This is annoying me very greatly.
if... I bet. Oh. Alright, we'll focus on the others for now until your internet comes back. But maybe Zane does ditch to go find out what he actually is, biologically speaking. John, you alcoholic.
Shots.
Yeah. The first thing I remember is Eric going, "Man, John isn't there. Fuck him. I'm gonna drink alone." Yeah. Oh, I should not have done that. My stomach is empty.
The best time to drink.
Yeah.
Alright, Runt, you're the only one who can lead this charge, because you know Yugu sure as shit won't. How are you going about this?
Well, first he's gonna turn to Mirth and Yugu and he's gonna say, "Okay, guys, we have two options."
Who's Mirth?
Actually, he turns to Yugu and he says, "Okay, we've got two options. We can either jump down the hole and help Mirth and see what kind of fun things are down in the weird dungeon, or we can just say fuck Mirth and use my 10-foot pole and just poke every single tile that we pass through."
What? I like the idea. I don't want to say fuck Mirth, but he is trapped already. Yeah, I feel like if we go down there, we will just be trapped with him, and then we'll have to wait for Ozark and be like, "Yeah, we tried to break into your cool secret tunnels, and we're sorry," and it just won't look good. I think probably better idea is we put this door back up, pretend that we didn't do it, and we do your thing. We just keep going, yeah?
So we're gonna close the door behind us.
Well, do you want to just leave it open? People will just
Guys,
see
you
it.
broke that thing. That thing...
Yeah, Runt looks at it and she's
Not closing.
yeah, close. I don't know. Someone's gonna have to come over here and cast mending a shitload of times to fix this. And it's not gonna be me.
I can't do that either. Okay. I'll
Okay.
cast light on myself,
Everyone in
Oh,
this
yeah?
party have the light cantrip.
Yeah.
because we can't see in the dark, baby.
Only Nav can see in the dark perfectly.
Andy has double vision. The one guy who's got dark vision and he's got double sight.
Alright, Runt, you pull out your pole, and you're gonna go tapping, it sounds like.
Yep, I'm gonna cast light on my pole so I can see what I'm tapping at.
Alright.
I'm gonna bardic inspiration you. It lasts for 10 minutes. I need my guide to do good.
That 10 minutes may come in handy if that affects
It
saving
might.
throws. Oh,
It does.
It does.
good. I'm glad. Actually,
I'm almost tempted to give a buff before Zane leaves them, but
do it.
You do what you want, brother. No one's stopping you. Do what you want to do.
Do what you need.
Zane
to
will cast Enhance ability on Runt to give him advantage on wisdom checks.
do. Ooh, that's gonna be big, because he needs to make me a perception check at disadvantage.
Why disadvantage?
I'll tell you in a minute.
Okay.
Well, so, that makes it normal.
I mean, that makes it normal. Yeah. Perception. Why can't I find? There it is.
That's going to
I
last.
You
get
get to
to
re-roll
re-roll.
those.
Oh,
Alright.
damn it. Well, at least it's not a natural 2.
Runt. In your haste, your ability to trigger all the traps, you step over one of the steps that you cleared. It's easy clear. Then you hit the wall and realize that is the trigger to knock out the entire staircase and just turns into a hard lock slide. You do like just a running motion for like 45 seconds trying to maintain balance as a film of grease begins to pile around your feet. Wizard lube, as it's called.
Whoa.
Oh.
I'm going to use a spell.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, Runt's gonna touch himself on his chest as he casts Enlarge Reduce to make himself bigger,
Yeah.
and then he's going to use the power of as he casts the spell, winds begin to blow around him, blowing him up and above the grease, allowing him to fly.
For how long?
Let me check. I think
One round, I
Because
think.
currently what you've done is you've wedged yourself into the wall, and then you're like shooting yourself however far you can.
I fly
Jimmy.
up 10 feet and then try to grab onto something to try and use my climbing speed.
Yeah, you
if
can just
possible.
like grab onto the walls. Is that what you want to
Yeah.
do and do like the
Yeah,
spread
'cause
eagle
I
thing?
make myself bigger so I can like spread out to the wall and then fly while I'm growing to outstretch onto Spider-Man onto the walls.
Yeah. It's super easy. What did we learn in the Temple of Hephaestus, though?
Oh god, don't ever
The walls are awesome.
As you touch not just one, but 4 places on this wall, Yugu, I want you to roll me something. I don't know what I want you to roll yet, though. Let me go look
You
at
just
some
roll
spells.
dice.
Yeah, just roll me like 100 D18.
Oh,
What?
excuse me?
Yeah, fuck it. We're gonna learn
968.
968. Give me 1 second to look up something.
Well, 418.
Zane just gives the enhanced person. Not even a second later, there's chaos happening.
Chaos, she's a letter.
968, you say? That's at the very bottom. Okay. 9.6. No, I'm at 9.8.
That's close.
Ooh. Runt. You slap your hands onto the wall, and suddenly you hear a very virtuous voice call out, "Hark, ne'er-do-well! You have infiltrated Ozark's secret back halls! You have 5 minutes to evacuate!"
Okay.
4 minutes and 50 seconds to evacuate! What do you do,
Okay.
Runt?
He's going to like try to like backwards climb until he gets back into the hallway.
Okay. You can get to the back of the hallway. The virtuous voice will continue the countdown.
He's gonna stand at like the opposite side of the hallway and he's gonna motion to Yuki to come towards him and he's like, I wanna watch what happens. I wanna see what happens.
I kind of... You know, you
3 minutes to evacuate!
write the report on what happens for me. I kind of think the Ozark might be coming. I dip. I run away.
Alright, you
like a
just
kid
fucking...
who spilled.
1 minute
like-
to Yugu, you still
know.
hear the voice. It's right behind you, man. You just fucking sprint away. Right, you go to the end of the hall at the corner.
Yeah, I just wanna watch to see what happens.
Question. Do I hear the voice?
No, you are busy fighting for your life against an immortal spider mutant monkey who also cannot
enough.
die, for he is protected by the tyrants. You are locked in an eternal struggle with this thing that is faster than you, sees perfectly in the dark through blind sight, and makes a bunch of weird noise. At this point, he's probably shredded your radio that's just causing static in Runt's ear as he, like, takes it off.
Man.
Mirth, your duel will be epic for the 14 days you will be trapped in here.
We should not have gone after Mirth, okay?
Anyway, Runt, you watch as a weird powder just, like, shoots out of the, entranceway of this back hall. Do you try to interact with it in any way, shape, or form?
He snorts it.
No.
It does look a lot like
With your
cocaine.
lightning hand, do it.
I kind of want to throw a piece of chalk at it to see if it like freezes or something. Like I just want to see what happens to or like I can just, you know, is this like a freezing agent or is this some sort of like magical dust that does something to you?
You're not sure. Is this just mist of white powder, much like flour that is just released from like a bag, just shoots and pours out, covering the entire hallway. You throw a piece of chalk through it, you hear it crack as soon as it goes through and lands hard on the marble floor. Which, you know, it's a piece of chalk. It's gonna crack if you throw it at a hard surface, right?
Yeah. I mean, how fast is it spreading?
It only goes out for... It's not going to cover the entire hallway. It's basically just going to cover the...
like entranceway?
The entranceway and then like a cone, sort of. So, you know, it's shooting out like a cone. It bounces off the walls and then kind of blows back into this like weird cube, almost.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, it's a weird powder / particle, so... Maybe like 15 feet at most, and that's like the very, very far edge. It's more concentrated around the entrance.
Yeah, I mean, in that case, he'll just kind of investigate to see, you know, like what's happening, like
How do you investigate?
Do
you just watch it?
He's just gonna come around in the corner and he's just gonna stand there watching, looking kind of mystified.
Yeah, it's a weird thing you're seeing. Eventually, the powder will, like, fall to the floor, and you will see in the doorway that has exploded, just due to the fact that you guys took a crowbar to it, in that, like, groove, or not groove, but in that 2 foot by, like, 6 foot, rectangle of just, like, space that led to the stairwell, is just a white, almost concrete, plaster that has filled the gap.
Oh. He's just gonna cock his head and be like, that's neat.
Have you tombed Mirth in this building, and now you're just gonna leave him?
Oh god.
I mean, he's gonna look at this and he's gonna be like, well, you know, I have been responsible for killing my friends before. Unintentionally. So what's one more? And then he's just gonna walk away behind you.
Alrighty. Mirth, how do you go about making a peaceful resolution with this hostile creature?
How do you talk down the spider monkey?
How do you talk him down?
I'm going to pick up my broken communicator, and I'm gonna just toss it and see if I can play fetch with it.
Give me an animal handling check at disadvantage because it's attacking you.
Double net 20. Dang it.
Almost. And Eight's not gonna do it. He wants to eat your meat, and you're a big guy, especially for him. This thing does not understand that there are bigger things than it that are more powerful than it. And although, you know, it's fast and ferocious, so are you. And you're both... What's your strength again? 9? I think you are barely stronger than it by, like, 1 point.
No.
You're
6.
not... Okay, it's stronger than you by 2 points.
Yeah.
So this tiny little guy is hopping on your brain, biting and scratch, and you're like, "Oh, go to the radio!" And it's like, and it just goes back to scratching. You are not locked in a room. You're in this darkened just hallway, I suppose. Oh fuck, my chair.
Fun back.
It's broken.
Oh, it is broken. I need to look at it. What do you do, Mirth?
If I can't fight back, I'm gonna run for it.
All right, you run, it chases, and you just keep on running, man. You're in the labyrinth. Give me a luck check. Give me a D20 roll.
On big money, no Emmys.
Oh.
Ooh. 7.
Into the Jerome cage you go.
Oh no.
Is Jerome in there?
Not with Jerome.
Jerome's a free-ranging chicken, guys. He only goes in there at night when we skip to the next day as Mirth. Light filters in from a prison cell window. The spider monkey is resting asleep around your back, gnawing at you in its sleep. You wake up, your skin unpierced because of the tyrant's magical energy shield. And you see a very sexy looking Jerome in a paint me like one of your French girls style of posture, just watching you with its black, voidless eyes. Who knows when it got in this room? You didn't hear a metal cage door open. You don't see even a prison cell exit. You're just trapped in a stone room with a hallway that leads directly into a labyrinth. Jerome looks at you, his pale white alabaster alien flesh gleaming off just the one light source that is now filtering through, like, the brickwork. He says, "Hello."
Hey, bro. How'd you get in so I can get out?
What are you willing to pay for me to tell you such a secret?
Oh no.
Don't have anything on me. I have a broken communicator I can give you.
That's not nearly as cool as something awesome.
I know. I have this drink that I made. It's experimental. You may or may not die from it.
Ooh. Does that mean you'll die from it?
Probably not.
Why not?
Because it's just a bunch of fruits and water.
Why would I die from that? I'm a bird. My diet's
I don't
mostly
know.
nuts.
I don't know if you're allergic to ginger.
Jerome gets up. He's no longer having fun.
Come on, come on. I'm fun.
You're not fun, Mirth.
I will go out with you and party with you.
Huh. Brother, you've made a terrible choice. I'm going to show you wonders and dreads you have never seen in this mortal realm. And he grabs you, Mirth.
Oh no.
And 13 days later, we will see Mirth again.
Oh no.
Does the spider monkey go with them?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Why
Wouldn't
you
it?
bring him?
Entourage.
Okay. Guys, we have 2 weeks to burn for Mirth. I'm not kidding. We're gonna come back to Mirth here in a second. Or I guess in a couple minutes as he gets some alone time with Jerome. Ozark says, "Where are you?"
Where is she?
Where is she? Where's Jerome? Poor choice of words. Okay. Right, you do Zane. What do you want to do during your downtime, guys?
Well, when I do find Vun, I will ask him, so what happened? You seem to be alive? Are we going
I'm alive. Mirth is probably gone for us forever. Which is, a shame.
Wait, no. We are still in Toast. Yeah, he can't die here.
I mean, being dead and being lost are two different things. I didn't say he was dead.
Okay. I was kind of thinking about this. This is actually a shame, because I can tell you not to tell Ozark that we did this, but how do we tell Mirth not to tell Ozark that we did this? Because he got caught doing this.
How do you know he got caught? How do you know he's not, like, somewhere random in the world? How do you know that Ozark just didn't plant random teleportation circles that send you to the middle of fuck nowhere?
This
You
is
think
not-
he is dead?
No. If he's
Okay.
in Tulsa, he's not dead. If he did get teleported somewhere, he's probably going to die soon. Because, spirit beasts and all that jazz.
Should we go back and help him? I feel kind of
What
Like-
are we gonna do? Like, what would you have me do?
go down the hole.
And do what?
I don't know what's down the hole.
And neither do I. And honestly, I think we have better things to do.
I will silently give a prayer to Mirth. Like, I'm sorry we did this. You're dead. My apologies. May you rest in peace.
You
Okay,
pray.
I guess. Yeah.
Gotta change that counter, John.
Yeah, I know, right?
You said you were going to talk with the Greater Chemical? When? I did not even know they were here.
Yeah, we were informed while you were off doing you things. We talked to Lady Grizilia, who told us a bunch of stuff, including that the Greater Chemical has recently arrived. So we can go and talk to that guy, and maybe see if he has anything for us, or anything that he would want us to do. Potion-wise, or alchemy-wise.
Yeah. We could introduce them to Mika's mom. They might, share notes or something.
Yeah. And John, what are you doing?
I'm looking for a thing in the DMG that I know exists, but I can't find.
But there's Stetson girls.
No. Ah, here we go. Alright, cool. Well, we'll deal with this in a little bit. Oh, Temmer,
Oh.
thank you so much for the... Oh, I forgot to change it. I'm gonna change my channel points to Tollsbucks.
Oh, that's
Nice.
funny.
We're gonna change it, because they're equally worthless.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, we want to go hook up the Greater Chemical with Meager's mom?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Or do we just want to go meet the Greater Chemical?
both.
Alright. We'll do both. Zane, let's do your stuff first. An Ulathaean is basically another word for an elf. Most elves who are not from the Ulathaean culture do not see themselves as Ulathaean. They see themselves as their city or their, nearby people, like their tribe or whatever. So when you are called an Ulathaean, it's not technically incorrect, since they are kind of like the first peoples, but I mean, how do you feel about that? I think you're
Zane-
muted. Oh, no, you're good.
No, I'm not. Zane's just more just trying to process this information because he thought he was a demi-human his entire life.
I mean, you are, right?
Yeah.
Nothing really changes. It's just like, oh, these like metal armored fucks that cast magic are also like me, but I'm not part of like their group.
Doesn't really mess with Zane a whole lot because
Mhm.
ultimately his family is back in Alakazam. It's like, what does it matter that he is this thing that he's only heard of in like the past few days?
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Just
Ugh.
a simple information search was all it was.
Okay. Well, Runt Yugu, I'm sure you'd want to take Zane with you to go meet the Greater Chemical, right?
Yeah, of course.
Oh,
Of
we
course.
have to introduce him to Mika's mom. Like,
Yeah.
that's more important.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, everyone's gotta meet Meager's mom.
Meager's
Who's
mom!
this Meager? Who
Uh,
is this Meager and why is their mom important?
She is
Oh,
one of a few people that can make healing potions and has been filling out the task force's larders of the stuff. In fact, I should go update the armory while I'm here. She has already met the greater chemical. It's been 4 or 5 days since the greater chemical showed up here. And she was like, "Oh, it's so good to meet such a strong, handsome man who's into learning." And he immediately just fucking ignored her. And he's just like, "Leave me alone. I'm not interested." That is what Meager's mother tells you anyway. And she actually kind of looks heartbroken over it. She's like, "Oh, I've never met another apothecary who has been kidnapped by the tyrant like me."
But to be fair, you weren't kidnapped.
I wish my son wasn't a demon's hostage right now.
Well, yeah, that's his fault, though.
True. She agrees.
Well,
Damn. I thought she would be a bit more defensive about her son.
Nope.
maybe we are going to talk with this greater chemical. If we
Oh,
could try
good
to-
luck. He's such a man of mystery.
Then we will mysteriously inject you into the conversation, yeah? You are both apothecaries. You should
Would
study
you
together.
really, Yugu? Oh, you sweetheart. She comes to kiss you like a grandma would.
Oh, I'm so happy.
Someone
You're like
else's
the
grandma
she-
would, I suppose.
Yeah, I do kind of feel sorry about your son. I wish we could have, I don't know, influenced him better, maybe, done something.
He's
This'll be
always
my-
been a renegade. His rebellious phase came in just way too late.
You know,
She
when I
sniffs
first,
hard, wipes a tear.
when we first met each other, I saw him run straight towards one of those giant Vatlin things.
Yeah, the
Honestly,
gun
it's
rats.
crazy.
Crazy. Just like his ma. She sniffs hard and blows her snot into your flesh. And, like,
Oh, God. Yeah, there. We'll do something, definitely. Okay, let's go. See you later.
don't forget to
Mom.
mention me! As
yeah,
you guys disengage from this awkward conversation, Zane meeting another crazy fucking person in this court. Changed forever by the Ozarks around.
So yeah, that was Meager's mom. She's, you know, a little clingy, but that's okay.
Right, that ends.
I think
What,
her and
what
Dab
was that
fucked.
about his son being a demon's hostage?
Don't worry about it. It may or may not involve Jerome,
Of course it did.
which is really all you gotta know.
All I have to know is Jerome was involved to know I want no part of it.
Yeah, exactly. I will say though, Meager is a prime example of what happens when you make deals with Jerome.
Yeah.
Mainly bad
Wh-
stuff.
We cut to Mirth once more, now walking through hell. Quite literally, just imagine wading through antless anthill colonies, Mirth. You are in, like, pitch black, but there's always, like, a spotlight around you. The spider monkey's just constantly screaming out obscenities, both in its bestial speech and in a language you understand somehow. You hear the mad cackling of Jerome, just constantly flying above you, dropping more and more dirt upon you, screaming that I'm gonna bury you alive if you don't keep digging! We're going straight to the bottom, Earth! That's where the party house is! You wanna make it to the party house, don't you?
Not really at this point.
You better keep digging then! That's the only way out! Every time you, like... it's basically taking 2 steps forward, 1 step back, as he just, like, drops a wheelbarrow of dirt every, like, half hour on you.
Here's an
Yeah.
important question. Does Mirth have a shovel on him? Does Jerome give him a shovel if he doesn't? Or is Mirth doing this with his bare hands?
What is more cruel and funny?
He
Bare
gives him a
hands.
broken shovel.
Yes.
Or broken
He
shovel?
gives you the pull of a shovel. the head having rotted away.
You know what? It's better than nothing.
It's actually significantly worse
Worse.
than nothing.
Hey, using sticks were the first shovels.
Yeah,
A sharp stick
true.
to break up the
But
rock.
this is
I don't
a
think this
sharp,
is a sharp
man.
stick, though.
This is a shovel that has had the head kicked off. Dude. You're pulling your weight. It's like you're muck diving in a way. Oh, you feel scratches and just like, oh, this weird gravelly substance gets in your clothing. And then we jump back to the main group who goes to see the greater chemical. I'm liking these little vignettes of just mirth suffering.
Oh, God.
It's so cruel.
Whenever there is a conversation involving Jerome, it just cuts
It
back
just
to Mirth
cuts
and Jerome.
back to Mirth. Let's go talk to the greater chemical. You will find him in the deepest, darkest pit he can find. Which is going to be actually quite close to the labyrinth's entrance. Not that it is advertised or there's a big fucking arrow key that says like, hey, here's Mirth. Instead, you will find a neon lit room, like literal just the neon colors of like lime greens, magenta pinks, and like this weird bluish like twisting cyan that goes from like a very rich dark blue to a lightish green blue. These lights are all kind of like mixing in and out like a lava lamp, illuminating this room in dim light as you hear beakers bubbling, water and steam hissing and whining within glass tubes and pipes. You see strange constructions of damn near eldritch origination, the way they twist and turn to get a single drop of glowing golden ichor into a test tube that is just slowly moving on its own back and forth to get a even spread of this droplet. You'll just sort of like walk in. There's no like door per se. It's more like just a curtain that you sort of draw back and like peek in, this blackout curtain. This is the scene before you before anyone enters. Ront,
Squeak,
you
squeak.
do.
Sorry, the ambient music caught me off guard. I guess I'll pull the curtain back and take a few steps forward as he looks back and at Yugu and at Zane.
And as you
Yeah.
hear
After you.
a voice pry into or inquire into who it is disturbing them, we're going to take our first break here. And when we come back, we're going to meet the greater chemical.
Wow.
We'll be right
What
back.
makes him
everyone.
so great? We'll find out.
His chemical.
Hello. I don't know if you guys just heard my phone go off, but I'm gonna move my phone away from my mic a little. You hear a voice, Runt, call out from the shadows. You look left, you look right, you don't see a figure standing anywhere, but you hear him, a disembodied voice whispering to you. Hello.
Hello. We've come to speak with the Greater Chemical.
Come in.
And he takes a few steps forward, still looking around.
Yep. All of you, the voice whispers to Yugu and Zane specifically.
And kind of motions them to come forward past the drape.
Zane's just been following.
I'm gonna put Zane in front of me. Like, you take like 3 more steps forward, Runt. Zane will go in after. I'll be right here, yeah? No one sneaks up on us.
Zane just pulls Yugu in.
You
Oh,
pull
nice hug.
Yugu into a very nice hug as the Greater
No.
Chemical, who you
No.
assume, calls out. The birds are
monkey.
screaming again. Hang on.
Is that a spider monkey?
Yeah, some weird spider monkey is just like rattling a cage door. And then you just hear this bang, bang, bang sound as like a pipe hits metal. It rings out and creates a small spark, illuminating a hand of a man who has not seen... No, wait. He does get sunlight. A very tanned man, then. Okay, yes. The bronze-skinned hand bangs on the metal cage, rattling you all for a moment, as the greater chemical, or who you assume to be the greater chemical, slowly walks from the shadows into the light. Just this neon strobe sort of illuminating his skin, all of your skin, I suppose. He gestures to behind you, and as you guys look to where you entered, on the immediate right, or left, I suppose, as you come in, you make a left, and there is a couch that could fit easily 3 medium creatures, a chair, like an Easy Boy recliner made out of leather, and then just a straight back wooden, just padless chair. And he points to this and says, consultations for the first hour are free.
Oh, no, 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 no. We were sent by Lady Grasilia. You have something
Oh,
that needs to be done, or help? Something like that?
I can help. And yes, I do have need of ingredients. But first, let us speak. Let us consult. Please,
All right.
have a seat. Can I offer you a beverage?
Yes, I would love a beverage.
I shall bring you one post-haste.
Thank you.
He waits for you all to turn around before moving.
Orant's gonna turn towards the couch, kind of like side-eyeing him like, beverage, like in his mind, just beverage. Huh.
It echoes back in your mind.
Beverage,
Like an
beverage,
empty
beverage, beverage.
Exactly, just like that. You all can take seats on whatever furniture you want.
Zane will sit at the couch.
Alright, so the spellcasters sit at the couch. What about you, Ron? Do you take the Easy Boy, this big-ass chair?
Yeah, he's gonna, yeah. Just,
You pull the little wooden lever, the legs kick out, just
Your
a little...
legs,
They lock at a very strange angle. Especially for you with your little hobbit, like, legs.
Like this or this.
Like halfway between. Yeah, exactly like that. They make the weird S-shaped curve. And the greater chemical will come bearing a stone platter, like a literal granite slab, which he lays upon a metal table. It, like, looks like one of those cheap glass tables, but when you look at it, there's no glass holding, like, it's just like the rim, as if he's removed all the glass. And he puts it on, shifts the granite, shifts it in, like, he just keeps messing with it until it, like, fits in perfectly into the top, and he's like, perfection. And begins to hand out these porcelain, beautiful glass cups that are filled with a red-hued liquid. I guess
Brent's gonna,
yeah.
he's gonna take the cup and he's just gonna go, like, swish it around a little bit, sniff it, be like,
It
and
smells beautifully.
he's gonna take a sip, he's gonna go,
They have hate it in your mouth.
Give me a grub check. Roll me a 1d20.
Constitution check.
Yeah, sure. How well does Runt enjoy food?
Well, before he got shocked, he would have had a much better constitution, and he would have eaten a lot. But now, now not so much.
Runt, it tastes good. Your stomach just can't handle it after the weird lightning surgery that you had to reshape your body. And you're like, oh, maybe later. Anyone else want to take the drink?
Bittersweet.
And Zane will take the drink.
You take the drink. Do you sip it?
Yes, I sip it.
Yeah, give me a... Roll me 3d6. Let's see how well you enjoy eating and drinking stuff. Maybe you're more bougie.
3d6. Let me turn off GM roll first.
Yeah. Having GM roll it off. You have average taste buds. You can enjoy nice things, but you can't appreciate nice things. And there's a part of you that, like, takes a sip of this, realizes kind of immediately, like, oh, this is so nice that I don't like it.
That sounds about right.
And you, like, play with it, but do not drink it. Yugu, let's do Yugu.
Actually more interested in the table. You said it looks like crystal, like completely clear?
You know, like those metal tables that, like, support glass on it?
Yeah.
It's one of those, but all, like, the glass top has been removed. And he has put a stone table, like, slat instead within it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna... Well, I see my friends are not enjoying the drink too much. I think it probably tastes bad. Like, oh, actually, thank you for the drink, but...
You
did
are
do
most
this
welcome.
yourself? It looks very well done, the table, yeah?
I carved it by hand.
Oh, you are a stone worker, yeah?
No.
Oh, how did you...
I am
the-
very precise, he says, his eyes having, like, not focused on any one of you, but when he says precise, he, like, locks eyes with you, Yugu. I need an insight check.
Insight. Dirty 20.
Yugu, you immediately sense what's going on. This man is not looking at you like you are a person. He is looking at you as if you are components. You've been eyed like this once or twice before by other spellcasters. You are more of an exotic race, biologically speaking. You're still a demi-human. Most people are, you know, pretty okay with that. But there are some people, some madmen, who look at you and see beyond what you are and what you present as, and they see you as the worm-blooded. He stares at you like this.
Yeah, I can tell it is very flat. I'm
It
gonna
is
go ahead and
perfectly
just, like,
flat.
down the drink and try to give it back to him.
Yeah, roll me a 3d6. Let's see how well you enjoy food. Can you guys keep track of these scores? Somewhere on your character sheet. Yugu, it's kind of the same situation. You're like 1 point below average. You come from a more libertarian, we'll say, society that does not deal with,
Finer food.
yeah, finer things that, they don't really care about class and moolah.
I'm happy to be
You
alive.
down it as if it is medicine.
Oh, yeah, that was very precise. Thank you.
It was lovely, he states awkwardly, as if he has dranken himself a cup, even though he never poured one out for him. Himself, anyway. He, the greater chemical, you can now kind of clearly see and have studied him for a moment. Runt, this man is in full control of his motor functions. There is not a wasted movement at all. He is either perfectly still or making direct, precise movements to focus on whoever shifts just a little bit. He doesn't do the leg bouncing thing. There's no tics. He has nerves of steel. Also, he's jacked as fuck. Holy shit, he has abs sticking out of his shirt, and his biceps are about to blow out the sleeves of his lab coat that he is wearing.
He is stronger than this entire party combined.
Yes, he has
Probably.
20 strength easily, 20 dex easily. You're not sure about his constitution, but this man seems to, like, physically go for perfection in all things. Like a true psychopathic stoic, he stares at you and asks, "You wish to help me?" Which kind of came off as a statement more than a question.
That is correct. He says, he raises the cup, the undrank cup to him. We are members of the force that helps the tyrant, and with you being here in Tolst, we believe that helping you is one of the best courses of action to helping everyone.
Were you the one to kidnap my enemy's rival? The child of light?
Ooh.
Can you be more specific?
No. You have answered my question with your question.
Oh. Yeah, yes. Out of character, that would be...
It's the raid team he's referring to.
Yeah. Yeah.
I will be blunt. Your master, this Tyrant, has asked of my service. I shall provide my service at his request and his payment. He has offered me many a good thing that I crave. Perfection. You shall help me obtain perfection, so that I might ascend and become the greatest chemical.
Alright. We surely will do
Is
that,
there-
but... Oh, go ahead.
Is there a chemical greater than you in terms of alchemy, or...
What? Your question is not a question. Reconsider.
I think he's
Is
asking...
there a better alchemist than you, and that is why you are seeking perfection to become the best alchemist?
I am not the best alchemist. I am the best chemist. How dare you imply that there is an owl here? I am the greater chemical. There is no owl here. I am a chemist. A chemist. No L. L is for losers, he says, and I only win.
Okay, then.
Excuse my temper.
Too phased by that outburst.
Runt kind of, like, considers this, and he tilts his head as he asks, is there a lesser chemical if you're the greater chemical?
You all, excuse me. I'm feeling a little livened up. Having the living with me is a treat, to be sure. I am getting used to this environment. The magic is quite strong here. My old home lacked it. There's many emotions going through this room. Do you feel them?
Yeah,
Feel
fear.
confusion.
I sense no
cool.
fear. Fear has been stolen from this place. Robbed.
That's true. Fear tends to draw spirit beasts, so it's kind of a bad thing.
It is a natural thing. What is more perfect than nature?
Technology.
He cocks his head to you, unblinking. What?
Yeah, like, the things that you can do by combining nature and magic to make technology. That, I mean, have you seen the pillar? Like, the world pillar is natural, but, like...
Of course I've seen the world pillar. It was right outside my house's window.
Yeah, imagine if you could make it better.
Make a stone object better?
Yeah,
You cannot make stone better.
why not?
It is set in stone.
But you could mine. If you mine something, aren't you breaking it apart and turning it into something else?
If you take a big stone and make many stones out of it, you still have stone.
But what if that stone is ore and you melt it down into something like steel or a sword or a shield?
Steel is not stone. It is a
An
different
analogy is
chemical.
lost on it.
You can still break it. You can make like a necklace out of rock, you know?
Anything can be broken. Only perfection cannot be broken. And until we are perfect, we remain in danger. Do you feel fear? He says, twisting to Yugu again.
I'm afraid of most things, yeah.
You are a wise chemical. You should be afraid, constantly. Your environment is out to kill you. The air you breathe oxidizes your flesh and blood. Every day you get closer to the inevitable oblivion that we should be in fear of.
Okay. Yeah, I did not need to be afraid of all that stuff before.
Would you like to become perfect?
No.
Why
find it,
not?
the way you are is not that nice. I think I like the way
I
I
am not
better.
perfect yet, though.
And
I will settle down. I'm becoming emotional, he says. He looks away
if
for
I-
a moment.
If I may ask a clarifying question. If fear is a natural thing, and you want to make something perfect, which would involve, presumably, removing that fear, wouldn't that make something unnatural and therefore not
Why
perfect?
would you remove fear?
You asked if he was afraid, and when he said yes, you asked if he would like to become perfect.
Exactly. He has the qualifying features of a greater chemical like myself.
Something is perfect, they would have no need to feel fear.
Oh, I understand you now. You are a sophist, are you not? You've been trained as a wizard. You think power takes away fear.
I think power makes fear less felt. I do not think having power removes fear altogether. But the more power someone has, the less fear they feel on a
You
more
are wrong.
primal.
You are powerless, and I see that now.
I am powerless, yes.
Would you like power? You will feel
No.
more fear than you have ever seen in your life.
No, I think I am fine in my powerlessness.
The ignorant are the happiest, are they not? He stares, asking Yugu this question.
I don't know. Why do you keep looking at me? I don't like that.
I sense great potential in your blood.
Is it? There was another powerful creature. He called me a word. He said mutant. You keep telling me I could be perfect? Is this by removing those mutations?
No.
But that is good part. Okay.
Who has called you a mutant?
Oh, my teacher, Jerome.
It looks left. In thought. And then it twists its neck back up to face you, Runt.
Yes.
Why do you wish to help me?
I suppose it's because I don't want to be enslaved by the gods that are going to be returning.
Do you seek perfection too?
I think we have different definitions of what perfect is.
Yours is wrong, then.
Perhaps. But we have different viewpoints on it just the same.
You broke me with,
what would you define as turning me perfect?
I would extract your luck.
To do what?
Make it activatable.
Hmm. He thinks for a second.
You and your kind. You may not know where it is you've come from, but it has been marked by a brilliant star that transcends this world. You shorter, fearful creatures were given a divine boon at birth. I would like this boon as well.
So I would share my luck with you in exchange for you making me perfect.
Close to it.
Runt looks at everyone else. And then he looks back to the greater chemical. And how long would that take?
The surgery would require 2 months of recovery time, but the activity itself would take mere moments.
I may take you up on that in the coming winter then.
It smiles. It does not have a pleasant smile. It is toothless. It is like going from a permanent frown to like a weird twisty mustache almost. Or there seems to just be more muscles in his cheeks.
It's the Grinch smile.
Kinda, yeah.
Girls.
Well, perhaps you would like to see my menu then, he says. As he busts out these like white placards like you're ordering from a restaurant. And begins to hand them out. Let's go back to Mirth real quick as you begin to read what this guy does. Mirth, it's been days, weeks, months, maybe years since you started digging this hole, and you have reached the bottom. You fall a great distance, hitting a stone platform where you see a dark obsidian hovel, just sort of sitting in the middle of this weird ant dirt mound. Jerome is gone. Only your spider monkey friend clings on to you, shaking around your neck. He's now your buddy.
Is there some sort of opening?
You get up off your chest, look around for a moment, and start to approach the hovel, where you hear voices. Give me a religion check. Ooh.
Wow.
Is that a natural 17?
Yep.
So you're unproficient in religion, or are you?
Yep. I am not proficient.
Okay, cool. You hear things of a different language, but some of it translates quite quickly to common Klovisa, or Klovisa common. The biggest word that is repeated the most is sacrament and sacrifice. Damn near like with every single sentence of two exchanging voices. This is just what you overhear, kind of like an argument in some strange tongue that hurts to listen to. There is a doorway, a window to this hovel. It's basically just a cube made out of obsidian, like volcanic ash. Is this the party room that Jerome promised?
Don't know, but hope not. But at this point, I am just happy to see something else besides dirt in the hole. and directly just walk into the room.
You walk into the room, finding it, despite being smooth on the outside, quite jagged on the inside. The floor is not straight, it is crooked at weird triangular angles. So no matter where you are standing, you are getting cut. It hurts. You are in pain. It is going through your energy shield and straight up damaging the soles of your feet. Inside of this room, you see what is clearly some mockery of a staircase that, like, starts at the, like, edge or, like, the wall itself and then twists downwards into the floor in an almost serpentine, sweeping fashion. Like a weird vortex being sucked up.
And it seems like the floor is all like this.
Mm-hmm. You're walking on glass right now, Chief.
Can I, like, rudimentary, like, take off my shirt and, like, wrap around my feet to kind of, like, spread
Definitely.
out?
For sure.
Yeah. Do all I can to just pad them up. And just walk very carefully.
Yeah, give me a stealth check to walk very carefully.
I am proficient in this.
Oof.
But that's a 12.
That is a 12. You begin to silently stab your, like, it's glass. It's gonna cut through padding. Your padding will give you time to, like, get more distance, but it's still gonna be a bitch. You're bleeding on this floor as you tiptoe your way to the staircase where you can find a weird, like, vertical bar that is, like, smooth and spherical, which you prefer. You stand on that as it, like, begins to descend this weird, Geigerish staircase downward, where you can see a faint light just in the distance. In that light shadow, there are many figures, around 8 in total, maybe 9. It's hard to tell from this distance as they move around a lot. But here's where the voices are coming from. The closer you get, the more words you will hear. You first heard sacrament and sacrifice a lot. Now you are hearing ritual and... how do I... and the end. Like, E-N-D. These voices are being thrown in this strange geometry. Do you keep descending or back away?
How far have I gone if I look backwards?
You are still in the entranceway, technically. You have not descended. So you went through the entrance, you're now in the entranceway / like opening floor. Yeah.
Anything is something. I'm going to go forwards.
You begin to creep down. I need an acrobatics check from you, as this staircase is a mess. It's not a real staircase. It's like a tunnel that cannot decide if it wants to be any sort of shape. You crawl down.
Total of 17.
At one point, you have to use your hands to fix yourself to the floor as you begin to scamper down, jumping a little bit every time you're taking a cut somewhere on your body. It hurts. It stings. But you get to a landing, not made of twisted glass and wedged, trapped floor. You can peer over this landing's edge and see clearly now. Humanoid forms. There are 9 shadows, and one generating light, as if a brilliant daylight spell is cast upon him, but far more intense. Rather than any dim light, it is just pure brightness that is then met by almost complete darkness. And only these shadowed figures, who are made of shadow, hard light, if you will, entering the periphery, pacing around it in a reverse clockwise pattern. So, yes, going in a weird spiraling motion, where only one of them is standing in, like, directly opposed to this figure of light. This one, you heard sacrament, sacrifice, ritual, the end. Anchor is the next one. And the other one is Age, like A-G-E. There is a ladder that leads down. It's more of the same cut yourself, but keep descending kind of thing. Mirth, you're on a precipice. You could fall and ignore the ladder, if you'd prefer, to continue descending. Or you could stop here.
There's no quitter. He's going to look over his shoulder to his now friend, spider, monkey thing.
It is limp around your arms. It is literally clung to your neck in a death grip that has now consumed its life.
I'm going to like position it where it's against directly to my back, and I'm going to fall backwards, having it take the brunt of the damage.
Perfect. Give me a...
It's a very fleshy airbag.
Give me a wisdom saving throw.
7.
Mirth, this works perfectly. Completely smushing this creature, welding it in a way to your body. Its gore, its bones just crack into your skin, not harming you, but just like, almost like slime, just falling apart. As you shake yourself, you are now in that complete darkness, looking at this golden light. This figure on its hands and knees, covered in this gray and white hair that covers its face like a mask. A death mask. You see the shadowed figures ignoring you entirely. They don't even notice you. Continue their anti-clockwise pattern. Dancing around, chanting the words. Alright, what have we got so far? I should probably type these out now. Sacrament, sacrifice,
ritual, the end.
Age.
And then age. Age was the last one.
There was
Age and
another-
anchor.
And anchor.
Anchor.
Anchor and age, I think, was the correct term. The next one will be traitor and lover. Mirth, you twist on your body. This figure, this creature of light, surrounded in the darkest, deepest pits. Jerome promised you a party room. Is this a party? What's going on, man?
This is not a party. Oh, God.
This is how Jerome parties, baby.
I was meaning, like, go get a drink or something.
Let's hang out sometime, Jerome. Ooh ha ha ha. Ooh ha ha ha.
Mirth, you are hearing the voice of Yugu mocking you for trusting Jerome. What does the voice of Runt say? Or, better, what does the voice of Beef Swellington say in Mirth's ear?
Damn, actually. I guess he was just kind of here, You know, there's not a whole lot of meat pies around here, Mirth. Not really sure what you're doing. It's no real party without a beef Swellington party.
Ain't no party like a beef Swellington party, because a beef Swellington party don't stop.
You hear Zane. You've met this man for a day, but he's already in your mind. He apparently knows Beef Swellington, Mirth. Your best friend. Your only friend. Who's dead. He's dead at the bottom of the sea. And you, like him, are now somewhere deep, dark. Is this the hole in which you die, Mirth? Or do you struggle for the light?
I'm going to crawl on my hands forward into towards the light.
Okay, there are these figures, 8 of them dancing around. The 9th is currently standing stock still, fixed in position in front of this very real human being, just generating this sphere of light. You're crawling towards him. You would have nowhere else to go. How are you going to avoid being stepped on? If at all.
I'm gonna like reach back and grab a glob of what is left of the spider monkey and just gonna throw it at people before crawling forward. Yeah, just trying to distract them.
Make me a ranged weapon attack without proficiency. So give me a dex check is what I'm asking for you, I suppose.
Yeah.
Go,
20.
spider monkey intestines!
You hit a hard light shadow. The monkey hand that has been torn to shreds and is just clipping around your neck in a way, like a weird brooch, gets thrown through it. This entity does not notice you. You struck it with a piece of corpse. And it keeps on dancing, I suppose, in a way. Doing this weird marching step that you now can, like, see a bit clearer.
You guys suck. And I'm going to assume that they're not going to be able to step over, they're going to go through me, like the meat went through them. So I'm going to just keep crawling forward and ignore them.
Okay. Are you trying to go fast, or do you just not care?
Probably fast.
Alright. This is going to tear up your stomach and chest as you crawl quickly. You're a big guy, you have weird long legs that don't let you act like a weird spider guy. Not that any human being can do it, just walking on their fucking fingers, right? That'd just be freakish. Fingers and toes, walking around on them. But you stretch out, ball up, and then spring forward, lunging, hitting your stomach, your guts. Oh, it hurts so badly. You make it through. If John rolls a very nice dice for you, you make it through, no problem. Not even an issue. You wait for the perfect time. They're in sync. It's easy to just dive forward into the light where the last words will be heard. Sacrament, sacrifice, ritual, the end, anchor, age, traitor, lover. You will hear the words cycle, endless. Those are the words you will hear. These are the words that are going to stain Mirth's mind for all eternity. as you make it into the light, you will look to the only real person made of flesh, bone, and blood. His eyes piercing through the hair that you can see. As if a weird curtain has fallen just of this gray, platinum-colored hair. You see a golden, gilded light. And you are asked a singular question that is both damning in a way, super judgmental, and ostracizing. As if this being of light, surrounded in darkness, is being interrupted in the most minor way possible, and you are hated because of it. His words simply are, "Why are you here?" And as you contemplate that, I need you to make me your best charisma saving throw ever, or suffer indefinite madness.
Oh no.
You can do it.
This is what parties with Jerome gets you.
A bastard.
Okay.
Oh.
You
Oh, no.
respond with a bastard? That's why you're here?
Jerome's a bastard.
Roll me a 1d100 as
Uh-oh.
a silverish gold light washes over you, turning you into nothing but particles and returning you
Nice.
to the material
Nice.
realm.
The only thing he can think about is his best friend.
Nice.
Mirth, we'll come back to you. That's what we'll
Oh
do.
no.
No,
That's what we're
don't,
gonna do.
don't do that to us.
We'll probably end on you, to be honest.
You set up his cliffhanger.
We return to the greater chemical. Another entity, both mad, handing you laminated menus of dishes, surgeries, as well as materials. So on his like foods, dishes, and drinks, he has lots of things, but there are basically 3 columns that denote physical, mental, and magical. There are around 3 to 4 potions each that he can make for... No, it's basically 2 to 3. Excuse me. I didn't fill out the mental one. The food has basically just descriptions of really nice meals that seem to do something. Otherwise, why is the greater chemical fucking around with food as if he's like a gourmet?
Just to make the perfect steak.
And then there is surgeries, which is a very poor explanation of what he might do to Runt here in the coming winter. Would you guys like to know the mechanical things? And
Yes.
me just list them. Okay,
God
so
knows.
for the physical consumables, we'll call them, for lack of a better word, he can make the potion of climbing, the potion of fire giant strength, which he has taken from the armory, a potion of speed, which is basically consumable haste, non-concentrating.
That's pretty good.
That's super
Some would
good.
say.
You
He can have
cannot
2
turn it
hastes.
off, is the main thing.
Oh,
I see.
well,
So-
turning it off regardless would give you lethargy.
I don't know
Well,
if it works that
no,
way.
it will do the full 10 turns. It'll do the minute, but you're guaranteed to have the consequences of this. Also,
Yeah.
this may not be 5e haste, guys.
Oh,
Uh,
oh.
Next up is mental. Well, actually, let's finish out with physical foods. So, he has for purchase a ration pack called the Feast of Champions. It is 100% your body weight in pure protein by the gram. There is a magical gelatin which lets you consume this thing. You get, for an entire short rest, basically, At the cost of an unknown effect, you will gain +1 to strength and con skill checks. Who knows what the drawbacks are? You're probably going to have a really hard time shitting, but that's probably going to be regardless, whatever you pick here. Next up, for the mental consumables, he can create a filter of love. Oh, if you want to enchant someone, he's all about it. You want to fall in love and make a weird Voldemort baby? Go for it. Voldemort is pretty close to perfection, guys. Next up is the Potion of Mental Acuity, which is advantage on concentration. Yeah, just advantage on concentration checks for spells. It's more or less just Adderall. I thought it was funny. For the mental categories, food, quote-unquote, this is called the Studious Steward's Stone Soup. It is a bowl of mineral water with a stone in the center of it for flavor.
Wow.
If you eat this for the next short rest, you will gain +1 to intelligence and wisdom skill checks. So that'd be a +1
Learning
to
spells.
Arcana, blah, blah,
That'd be
blah.
pretty good.
It is pretty good. There is a unstated consequence for consuming this, by the way.
As
In
they're
case you
probably
guys
all-
couldn't tell.
Every single one of them, yeah.
For magical potions of specifically non-directly physiological, there is the Potion of Clairvoyance, which lets you unlock your inner eye. The Potion of apparently just superior healing, because all potions are magical. He can make a lot of these. It costs a lot of money to make because he has needs. Potion. The last one is any potion of immediate elemental resistance. More or less, you drink this, and whatever elemental damage hits you next, it gets halved for the next minute. So if you're fighting a lot of fire, you basically have a resistance potion of fire, and this way
Does
you
that
don't...
include radiant damage?
Elemental.
Maybe.
It said. Oh, maybe not.
Maybe not.
Is there light elementals in this world?
No,
Well, I mean,
there's not.
There's the fucking blazing star. Which
We
is
need to
full of
talk
power
about-
electrics.
We'll talk about that in a moment, okay? Maybe I haven't decided yet.
Okay.
Because damage is weird, guys. Like, what is radiant damage, right? Is it an explosion of light? Is it just...
I would say it's just
What's-
more like a purified fire, honestly.
But fire is purified fire, right?
Is it?
Yes.
I
it
would
is
assume,
called
like,
fire.
radiation.
Yeah,
Wait,
radiate... Like, it's weird.
Yeah.
But what is radiation if not heat?
If not rocks.
There's a lot of types of radiation. Okay? Anyway,
Rocks are
you can
radiation.
get, for its food of the magical category, Mama's home-cooked meal. Whoever eats this is reminded of home and is an edible kindness. You have advantage for... Yes, advantage for hit dice during the short rest. So any mechanic that involves a hit dice, like second wind or, you know, just taking a short rest, I guess, you can re-roll your hit dice. Which is really good for recovering if you're really shitty. However, this consequence is pretty out in the open. If your mom is no longer alive... something will happen.
Oh.
But what if you don't know if your mom's alive? Or what
It
if you
is
think
it is essentially the same.
about it? Okay.
If you've never
if I
had a
believe
motherly
my mom's
connection,
alive?
or rather, if you've never had your mother's home cooked meal before, I guess would also fall into that category. So all orphans who eat this will be in trouble.
Uh-oh.
For the bodily reconstruction surgery that this man can do, once per character, you may reassign 2 attribute points. This can be taking 2 from intelligence to gain 2 into dexterity, blah, blah, blah. It cannot surpass the 20, cap. unless you have a way of already getting rid of that. This does not work on any undead or non-living humanoids. So, if you're a corpse, he cannot give you a surgery to make you stronger. So, sorry, Sever, you dumb motherfucker, for being a stone statue. You don't get to do this. You stat-gaining fuck. There are, different... Basically, there is a 1% chance of you not losing a permanent hit dice, and there is a 33% chance per increment to lose more than that. So, if you rolled like a 99 to 70 something, no, 60 something, you'd lose 1, and then the next tier would be 2, and then the next tier would be 3 hit dice. Which could be rough, but is more or less a cost I believe most people would be willing to pay.
I got D6 hit dice. They don't do shit for me.
True. Yeah. It's just a basic permanent hit dice reduction, depending
What
on
about the
how
luck thingy?
lucky you are.
Or is that what he was talking about? Was the attribute thing?
He was offering you a modified version of this, where he would give you something you don't have in exchange for something you do have.
I would imagine that would be taking away the lucky thing in exchange for something else.
Something else, for sure.
So in exchange for being able to roll nat ones again, you gain something else.
Yeah.
And also, so that would be exchange points and this, or is it just exchange the ability?
No, you don't need to move your stats around if you don't. He could do it as well, but he's offering you a special deal, Runt.
I know how much John hates the re-rolling of natural ones.
I was about to
So,
say, is this John's way of saying, "Run, get rid of your halflings"?
You don't
I mean,
have
he
to.
did.
No, I don't care if you re-roll ones all the time and you've never rolled a natural one in my fucking game before. No.
Actually, that's not true, and you know it because
That's true.
There's
Oh!
the
Double
one time.
ones, yeah.
It was the once. All right, double rolled natural one.
That was a good day. That was an auspicious day, one might say. That is him for now. He also has deeper lore if you wish to speak with him further. That's his menu. I will eventually, probably during our break, actually codify that in case people want to mess with that during their winter, which would be the perfect time to go into life-endangering surgery with a unknown monster.
All of those options cost gold, correct?
No.
Ah.
Not all. I'll give you a gold cost later, but for right now, this is what's on the menu.
Okay.
You know, I see this Mama's home cooked meal.
Hold
It's
on
been a
one
while.
second. Let me put on some new music. And he plays on the sexiest fucking song he can find. No. He plays the most miserable song he could find. This was made by Hephaestus. Do you know of him?
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
I found it. A wreckage in Mokapuni. Well, someone found it for me. I didn't go to Mokapuni. I wasn't involved. He corrects himself. There's something about an immortal's pain, which is just so delectable. Wouldn't you agree?
No.
Disagreement amongst your friends?
Oh yeah, we do that all the time.
Mm-hmm.
How quaint. Most parties make a united front in front of me.
Well, we're not most parties.
Yeah, they are liars then. Lying to themselves and to you.
Indeed.
He
leans back and appreciates the sadness of another.
Are you... It says you can cook, just like my mom. I have not seen her in a while, and I would like to try her food. Is this a lie?
You think I would sell my services and boldly defraud you in front of your weird masters, quite literally under his home as his guest? He is my host.
Then could I try some?
Do
If
you
it
have
is-
50 gold coins?
I am not with me. I would need to go to the bank. It's out of here. But yeah,
Then return with your money, and I will prepare something just for you.
is anyone else going to
Well,
try
before
something?
before you leave, Yugu, I think we got a little off track with the the whole helping you thing and gathering the things that you require.
Yes, I have... Hang on. He listens more to the track. Oh, you could feel his heartbreak there. This thing's twisted smile just becomes its peak opiate level as he forces himself to speak to you. Excuse me. Oh, it's beautiful. I have many needs. Unique objects, curios that governments and soldiers have no need of. Components, some may call them, that not even a wizard knows what to deal with. I do not dabble in spells, I dabble in chemicals. The song ends. John will end the track. Hang on, let me go put on something nicer. Nah, we bust out the
Maybe
happy
not that
line.
nice.
He just does this for a minute.
Meanwhile, Mirth in the underworld.
No, we are not going
Actually,
back to
someday.
Mirth yet. I know you want to. It's so cool. Many things. Things that you will come across in the battles to come. A new age is beginning. Do you feel it? Do you feel this new age?
Sort of. It doesn't
I-
feel like it's a good sign, though.
I don't
Oh,
like
yeah,
this
yeah.
music. He quickly
felt
shifts
it.
the subject.
In the while, unfortunately, when we found the tyrant, I felt that in the whole city, something had changed.
It's beautiful. The beginning of a new age is like a coil of wire, barbed and prickly, bound together in a ball that shall soon erupt into a million streamers that will reach on to eternity before fading away and leaving just a few more to repeat the process. It is endlessness. It is an everlasting cycle. And those wires, these creatures, echoes of a past or something new, interest me greatly. At the beginning and end of every age, new chemicals rise and fade. And now we, you and I, are in the perfect position to acquire them while they are still here.
What do you mean by acquire? Are we capturing?
Obtain. Physically possess. Be it the heart of one of those drogons. An eternium crystal of an elemental. A living embodiment of the continent itself. The world. Blood of things that have not seen the light of day in ages can return. So many things before us. Also, Mephelio is out to kill me, and I really want him to die. If anyone could kill Mephelio, I will quite literally give them anything they want.
Who's Mephelio?
He is the child's rival up in your pristine tower playing party games instead of going out and facing her enemy like a true champion of the light of Arvelion! He is my enemy. He wishes to see me dead for killing his girlfriend sometime, somewhere, somehow. I don't even remember it, to be honest. It's been so long. Conduits ago. The meaty man before you begins to just weep without blinking.
It is not too much to ask. How old are you?
23.
1,000?
No.
Million?
My conduit is 23 years old.
Oh, I see.
I shall soon have to seek a new one.
Soon, 23 is young. No?
But
this
it is
isn't
not
your first-
perfect.
This is like not your first form.
I am a chemical. I evolve. Just like you change from little cells into a bundling ball of an organism and then fade away into dust. I too shift, molt. The only difference is I come back.
Okay.
Zane just kind of whispers to Runt. You know, I thought it was just a title, but I'm starting to doubt.
Would you be surprised if I said this wasn't the weirdest thing that we've learned so far?
No.
He just kind of nods at Zane and shrugs.
Oh my, look at the time. It's been an hour, he says, looking at nothing on his wrist. But John looking at his clock. He pats you, immediately touching you all on the shoulder in the exact same place, no matter your physical proportions. It is in that one spot where it's like purely professional, but also somewhat sentimental. A clearly practiced motion that he has. He hands you business cards, takes back his laminated menus, and says, I have not made disposable ones yet. Please visit me again. The next hour will cost you several hundred gold, though, if you stay here.
One quick question, though.
Nope.
If we do
Get
come
out!
across good
I will
friends-
charge you. It will count.
Okay.
It rolls over to the next hour. I'm sorry. This is my policy.
Okay, bye. Everyone starts pushing everyone out of the room.
Oh, I'm
Hurry,
in front of
hurry,
you this
hurry!
time,
3
if you can
seconds
believe
left!
it.
Zane, do you run? Do you fucking run, bro? Do you Misty
I
Step?
fucking run.
Alright, you run. None of you will have
don't
an
have Misty
invoice
Step.
for 300 gold later. For a total, like, each of you. A casual 300 gold piece an hour per person. That is his current rate. Let's see if it goes up.
1,500 per party.
How do we break it to the Tyrant or Ozark then?
Well, he didn't charge us.
First
We
hour
ran
was
out.
free.
We ran out before he charged us.
Mm,
That's why I was pushing everyone out of the room.
You have survived the greater chemical. What are your thoughts? What do you guys talk about? This must be a little disorienting.
I don't. You know what? I think that guy, he wants my blood.
I think a lot of
He
people want
wants
your
a
blood.
lot of things.
I don't think it's particularly rare for a weirdo of any caliber to want someone else's blood. I mean, you've got wizards, you've got sorcerers, you've got any number of people who use blood for things. It's not
Warlocks.
that.
I'd say I resent that, but I fully accept that many
Oh
wizards
wait, yeah, you are
blood.
an asshole, right? Did he gauge on your asshole meter?
Yeah. Yeah, you are an asshole. That's right. I forgot.
Excuse me.
Oh,
Oh.
sorry. I forget sometimes that you're not in the know. All wizards are assholes. And that's just like that. That's not like us calling you personally,
The
Zane, an
universal
asshole.
fact.
It's just a universal
I
fact.
am a member of the Asshole Club by occupational association.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's nothing personal. It's just who you are.
See,
Look,
and
look at Temerbot. Even he knows.
Who is this Temerpot weird voice in my head?
The man pointing to his chat. What the
The
fuck?
straight chat.
Whoa, why is that a response on Temerbot, by the way?
Yeah, just ask him questions. He's
reading
more or
the
less
Wikipedia.
perfectly accurate. Yeah.
Yeah.
Regardless, I'm starting to think that his name of Greater Chemical is not in fact a title, as I whispered to Runt in that exchange.
Oh yeah, when he said it was not his first conduit, I assume he might be even ages old. I wonder if he knew Hephaestus. He seemed rather enticed with him.
I mean, he's one of the first people ever to just simply name Hephaestus. Just like name drop him. Like
yeah,
that's not
he
a,
asked
that's,
if we knew about him.
Yeah,
we didn't
that's
even
not
have
a-
to ask him.
That's not a name you hear just get casually dropped in conversation like that. So he's clearly old enough or well learned enough to know of a lot of shit.
Given his temperament, I would say less well learned and more aged. Yes.
I mean, he could be well learned and still be an asshole like most wizards are. Look at
Yeah,
Ozark.
yeah.
I don't think
Did
I don't think he's a.
I'm not saying he's a wizard.
Well,
I'm
he would
saying-
know, right? All
I
wizards
think
know
he's
wizards.
just
Yeah, he's not a
insane.
wizard. He is definitely not a wizard. That is for certain. Whether
I don't
he
think
even
he's an
has a
asshole, I think
class
he's
is.
insane.
Who knows?
Regardless,
I do not know if we have the currency to go back. I did want a meal. It has been so long since I've been home.
I think I might actually. Let me check. I've been hoarding stuff.
I did go and check the party sheet. Absolutely zeroed. We have
Oh, yeah,
like
no, I mean
silver.
personal.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I have 165 gold pieces and 13 platinum pieces. So, if you had like,
he's got fucking
basically, I
nothing.
can spot you like half if you have at least half.
Oh no, I have nothing as
Oh,
well.
okay. Wow.
I have toast bucks. I can give you toast bucks. I'll give you channel points, baby.
But you,
I got Monopoly money. That should be
yeah, why
worth
don't we canonically swap them? So Toast Bucks become channel points in universe, and channel points become Toast Bucks.
Effectively, they're the same thing.
Oh, that's funny. You can pay 6,900 channel points
Yo,
and
Greater
tolls to
Chemical,
have the
you
time
want
and
some-
dab.
Yeah, you want some channel points, Tyrant of Toast?
Of course. I'll take anything you've got. Okay. Well, the greater chemical is dealt with, I suppose, for now. Yeah. What a weirdo, right? What a fucking character.
Honestly.
Every important NPC is a fucking weirdo, John.
That's how we know he's important.
You
That's how you
guys go outside.
touch some grass.
You touch grass, but more importantly, you see Mirth hanging upside down as if he's falling into the sky, clinging to a pole. In Mirth's perspective, you are looking down at the endless void that is the sky, Mirth. You are literally holding on not to fall into eternity. Your entire worldview and perspective is switched, and you are just screaming and bleeding everywhere. Your hands, so tightly are you grasping this metal flagpole that currently has no flag. You're literally just peeling your own skin off right now. Mirth! You come to lucidity after screaming blindly at an empty field. No one surrounded you, and then you see your friends! Your weak, powerless, stupid, dolt friends who are slow and ugly.
What?
Mirth, you may set your hotness to 18, or whatever your hotness is, /18, for you will always preserve... Well, no, do 19. No, wait. Hang on. Fabio exists.
18 is the max.
You have supernatural hotness in your mind.
In his mind, it's a hotness of 30.
He has a hotness of 30 in his own mind. You are also, in your mind, the smartest, wisest, strongest, fastest, and most beautiful person you know. No one is better than you. Mirth, you're the peak male performance in the world. And everyone is so far beneath you.
You may not like it, but this is what peak performance looks like.
May you never meet the greater chemical, for your battle will be legendary.
Oh god.
But when do we inform Mirth of the greater chemical?
Mirth, as you realize that gravity has no hold on you, you literally realize that, oh, you weren't falling. You were holding yourself up vertically, as if you were falling. Like the perfect contortionist you are. It didn't matter that your weight was literally peeling your own skin off from your muscles in your hands, because your bugbear frame and build is more powerful than your own hands and body can take. You twist, you fall, you somersault. Like a true acrobat. Give me an acrobatics check, Mirth.
Can't believe you know the fucking 69.
Easy peasy. You do a triple salchow into a front, into a front flip, and then do like a short somersault roll to your party. What do you say to them, Mirth? You insane man.
I can't believe that. I've been talking and responding.
Oh shit.
Oh.
You've been muted?
My bad.
I didn't even see the icon. No.
John was just monologuing.
I
That was
was
a good monologue.
I wanted anything from you. Like, I guess I'll keep
graded
going.
these. As I know I am going to succeed at backflipping off of this kind of held up position.
Yeah. And you see your friends.
Rome's an asshole. You guys probably know that.
Yeah.
I can't believe you're alive. Where did you go?
Where did you come from?
Of course I'm alive, it's me. But
I'm buried.
What's
Rome
happened?
is an asshole.
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah, of course.
What's happened to everything? Armand points at his wounds and has been clearly still bleeding all over the cobblestone of the road.
Just his hands. It's just his hands.
Sacrifice, ritual, the end, anchor, age, tutor, traitor, lover, cycle, English.
What?
What?
You saying words?
You were spouting gibberish.
Me? No.
Yeah, okay. Cool. we should probably get you looked at. Just for the hand bits. Maybe a little bit more.
I'm fine.
The greater
It's barely a
chemical effect
scratch.
that way in the first hour is free.
Yeah. Let's have you looked at by like a cleric or someone, buddy.
It's fine.
But you don't need a doctor, Mirth. What does this fucker know? This guy's an idiot. And
I
he's
am the
stupid.
greatest doctor there is. I want to use hands of healing on myself.
You do so. You
See?
feel great.
All better.
His hand's
Is he
still
still
bleeding.
bleeding?
Yeah, of course. He's wounded, yeah. He just doesn't
no,
care.
No. You do not understand. You are like... Look at the ground. It is a mess. Let us wrap you up, at
I'm
least.
just gonna gently put a hand on Yugu's like thigh and just be like, you know, one time I saw a bugman stab a dagger into his own hand, and we just kind of left that for like a few days, and then he's like, oh yeah, infection's a thing. So you know, it's his body, it's his choice. If he thinks that he's the best doctor, you know, who am I to argue? I don't know medical science.
Hang on. I
Mirth,
do know a little.
Look at this coward knowing his place. This is so good. He's learning his role.
I just nodded the affirmation.
What?
Was he always like this?
No. Okay, that's fine. You're just great. But
I
where
know.
did you go when you fell into the hole?
Jerome's a bastard.
Yes, this is not new information.
Yeah,
he
sacrament,
found me.
sacrifice, ritual, the end, anchor, age, trader, lover, cycle, endless. Exactly.
Yeah, just what he said.
What? Who
Look
said?
who said.
What? Well, of course you guys wouldn't hear it.
Hear what? Oh god, it's Meager all over again. Oh god.
Oh,
Let's just
how dare
this
he
thing-
compare you to a name that is an adjective of weak? Mirth, you should attack Runt. You should just beat his ass. Stunning strike him right now. Kick him off a fucking platform. Yeet him into the atmosphere.
I am going to hands of harm him.
Link hands of harm. Runt, this manly man, harms you. What does hands of harm do?
It just deals with additional damage if I hit.
Oh, okay.
you gotta hit me first.
He punches. Extra punch.
6 to hit.
Because if I see you like how describe how you're running up to try to hit me.
No, I just like
He's got long
jump
arms,
forward.
bro.
Yeah, exactly. I just like extendo reach, 1 foot forward, and just like.
Okay, because if I see you like clearly like Superman cartoon style throwing a punch in my direction, and if I have time to react, a 16 would just hit me normally. But if I see the punch coming, I am going to shield it, and I'm just gonna hold my hand and being like, "Stop!" And it just like your punch just knocks up against my energy shield as it crackles with lightning. As he just kind of looks at you like, the fuck? Do you think you're doing?
Mirth,
You
this
compare
man needed
me
to defend
a
himself from you.
inferior.
What?
I don't need to explain myself to you.
I never
I'm
said
gonna
you.
start walk away.
You walk away, hands bleeding. No big deal.
I like to imagine that from the punch there was just a spatter of blood on the spectral shield that just dropped to the ground when it faded.
Yeah, it crackles just a little bit, doing that weird liquid lightning channeling into the grass. A gardener homunculus will show up and bring a fire extinguisher out to stop the ongoing blaze that suddenly takes up from this lightning. You all watch Mirth. You know, he's got a swagger now. Oh my god. He walks with a stride. His head held high. He used to be kind of like slunched over and just like looking down at everyone because like he didn't want to be taller than everyone, but he's just naturally. He doesn't care. He's the tallest man in the fucking room now, guys. Oh.
Did he develop a mental problem after finding Jerome in those tunnels?
I think it was Ozark. Maybe he found him in his cage and like did something to his brain. I need to go talk to my lawyer.
Whatever it is that happened with him, it makes me want to wait until he's sleeping and do horrible things to him with my daggers.
You know you can't kill him in toast.
Oh, I know. That's why I didn't say kill.
Oh, okay.
Let's do horrible things.
Well then.
I could have trapped him in a bubble if I wanted to. But...
With sedition on everyone's mind, and Mirth looking at his stunning strike mechanic that will destroy you all. His monks are broken. Even though I know what you promised me. Oh. I think we're going to call it here for today. And next time we meet, we're going to find out what the raid team learns from inactivated Randy. We're going to join...
Did Piddles One Spot finally come back?
No. They hacked him.
Oh.
Oh.
I remember. This was a great episode to watch. It was actually so convenient for me.
Yeah, go watch yesterday's
Watch the raid team
Monday.
episode. It was useful for us, I think, funnily enough.
It's going to be very useful for a lot of people. Too bad Temer won't be able to act on any of it because he is going to die next session. On Saturday, the political team is going to fight or finish the fight of a shadow dragon that has all the advantages, has a breath weapon, and only 2 of their 6 or 5 team members can attack it. So, we're gonna see how that turns out. I am aiming to kill one of them. So
only one?
At least one, maybe 2.
Well, health yo-yo, you know.
The vampire does have plot armor, and anyone who is in like a coward who won't challenge me will not get beat down. But a few people are stepping up, so I'm excited. Tomorrow,
I feel like there's one person in each party that has plot armor, kind of.
True. Now it's Mirth. Mirth has all the plot armor. He's absorbing it through his charisma.
You're gonna make my character.
I'm doing nothing, bud. You made your choices.
Okay.
It was a nice number.
But I just realized, is there remains of Spider Monkey?
Oh, God.
That spider monkey is screaming in its own eternal damnation right now. It's fine. It was down there in the labyrinth for a reason, after all. Or was it even real? Maybe it was Mirth's inner psyche this entire time. Who knows what happened truly? All we have to go on is an unreliable narrator who actively gaslights his players.
The spider monkey was Mirth's sanity in the moment he threw it at the shadow people.
Tomorrow, our cave people, our cavemen, our bungalow boys, have teleported, following the trail of the deer. You know that guy who empowered Leon? No? I guess you don't know the deep lore. Oh, who knows what they're gonna find? Maybe grass? Maybe ass? Maybe a horse? Who knows? It's a crazy time in caveman days. And then on Sunday, we're doing nothing, because that is not the end of the week.
On Monday.
Next week is going to be our 52nd week of episodes.
Yes.
Which we will end the year on. In this handy calendar that I'm playing with. Good fucking shit, guys. I'm proud of you all. I want you to know that. I don't feel pride. You didn't do anything.
Exactly.
But you made it on time. Unlike Eric, who's just a ripped screen. This guy. Eric, I hope you enjoy watching the VOD as I move your rip window around. Unbelievable.
I can't wait to hear this recap.
It's gonna be bad.
Yeah.
You guys want to make bets now while we're on stream?
You know, we should do. I don't know if you can do them, but we should do channel point bets at the start of. So whenever someone misses a session, you should do like one of those betting ones where, like, will they give a good recap this week, or something like that, or will X character die?
I need to learn more about that. I've got a to-do list for my 2 weeks of downtime because I'm going to be moving. So I'm going to take more than a week off. So basically, the week of the 24th will be our week off for me to prep/move. Well, I guess that is my moving week. I have to be out of this house on the 30th. So on the 1st is when our week of downtime truly begins, and I'm wanting to do a, like, annual special of, like, hey guys, we completed a year worth of campaigning. Let's talk about it. Get some explanations. We tried it before, but now that more things are going out of play, especially around Tulst, as you guys spread out across the world and enter your own theaters of characters, and the wicked web of just craziness continues. You know, I'm sure people have questions of like, hey, did we miss anything? Like, what was the deal with blah blah blah? Like, where is Kushim now? You know, things that are out of play, we can freely talk about.
Yeah.
And, you know, make a recap episode, I suppose. Like, what you missed on the God
vampires?
War. Oof. Okay, if you guys have shoutouts, please shout them out.
Shoutouts to Raid Shadow Legends.
Fuck you. Unbelievable.
Shout out to John Dungeon Master.
Oh! He said it.
Shout out to John Dungeon Master's broken chair.
It's so broken, guys! I don't know what happened!
He needs subs to,
Yeah, Eric!
Replacement.
Eric's in the chat. If you wish to donate me an office chair, I will gladly accept. I need one, and I don't work at Microsoft.
Get a Herman Miller or whatever the brand name is. That's like the super awesome gamer chairs that everyone gets.
I'm not a gamer. I'm a dungeon master.
Well, Herman Millers are technically like really good office chairs that you can use for anything that just requires you to sit down for longer than an hour.
I would love that.
People use them mainly for gaming because actual gaming chairs are horrible for your back.
True. I agree.
No, but I hear Herman Millers are like the top brand that people go with.
They're just a really good chair.
Well done.
Yeah.
I will look them up. Oh, the chairs that cost $2,800.
Yep.
Yeah, really good chair.
But it's a really good chair.
Hey, I'm willing to bet no one here owns one of those chairs.
Oh,
I hear they're great,
own a
though.
chair.
I didn't say they were cheap. I said they were good.
We're gonna leave. Have a wonderful afternoon, evening, or night, wherever you are. And as always, don't die, fucking loser.
Bye.
Yeah, just
Bye.
keep good.